streamer stirs concern. Interesting.
Day 4. Walking on eggshells.
Oh? Man, it took ages to get here. Sorry, everyone. Let me guess. Your mom needed help and you couldn't say no. First of all, it's unfair to infantilize me all the time. Secondly, yes, that's exactly the case. Although helping my mom was not the most wretched chore today. That honor goes to flipping through our newspaper. Did you see what they wrote about me? Look, Cliff, it's not that bad. It's not bad, huh? First of all, my backside is on the front page. The whole paper is about smearing me. Even the strip comics an air about a character called Stiff Flopwide. Don't let this get under your skin, pal. We're on a mission, remember? Bob's right. Try to focus that negative energy to what we're doing here. Instead of being angry at Clarence, I could cause harm to him? That is some good constructive thinking. And when you replace causing harm with serving justice, it gets even better. What's the game plan here? We need to get inside his mansion, but I'm pretty sure Clarence won't just invite us in. Someone has to sneak inside so that he doesn't notice. That's a good plan, but Clarence is familiar with all of us. He'll notice if one of us suddenly decides to take a casual stroll around his yard. Well, we do have a secret weapon. My trusty camera person. Great! That's me! Thanks to my accomplice's strict work ethics, the camera hasn't gone down for 1 second, so Clarence doesn't know the face behind the camera. That might actually work. I'll make one thing clear, though. This broadcasting unit has vowed to obey the sacred laws of journalism. Breaking and entering isn't one of them. You're not journalists tonight. You're working as deputies of the police force of Butterfly Valley. Not that it makes it anywhere legal, but at least we're all in this together. What about me? You too, Bob. That's great. If I lose my job because of Clarence, police deputy looks very nice on my resume and will open a lot of doors. Hold your horses. We're all in the gray area on this one. I'm breaking the rules of the police force. Cliff is really pushing the limits of journalism. And you're a security company guy who helps people in breaking and entering, so we better keep this one outside of our resumes. Security company guy who helps people breaking and entering in a house that belongs to his customer, that is. Even worse, if we mess this one up, we're not going to be making any news. We become the news. Correct. Are you able to keep... Oh, I didn't get to read that. Sure, there's already... There's already plenty of reality programs showing off how tasteless mansions rich people have. No point making one here. We're a news channel after all. Since I'm the only one who's been inside Clarence's mansion, I took the liberty of hacking your camera. What are you talking about? I've been there several times. Not recently. Things have changed quite a bit in the past few weeks. And why have you hacked my precious camera? Relax. I've merely piggybacked your stream so that I can guide this brave operator of ours inside the mansion with these AR glasses of mine. Oh, he's got AR glasses on. Okay. Care to give me some new subscribers while you're at it? I could promote your channel on some Usenet forums. In that case, I forgive you for tampering my camera. It's crucial that we break that subscriber glass ceiling. Not so fast. I'll put in a good word for you as a reward if you and your friend manage to gather some rock-solid evidence against Clarence. But why? We're all on the same team here. Yes, we are, but I'm a bit bored. I want to raise the stakes. Bored? How can you be bored when we're breaking and entering a huge mansion full of secrets? Mostly because of the lack of firearms, helicopters, and foreign militia leaders. What? Oh, right. I've never told you about my times before I moved to Butterfly Valley. Mostly because it's ultra classified. That's a story for another time. Totally the best time and place for a cliffhanger like that. Thank you, Bob. Enough of the chit-chat. You ready to roll? What happens if I say no? Great. Remember, we got your back. You're not alone. I'll be with you every step of the way. Basement door should be open. I've marked it on your camera view. I'll keep Clarence busy. I have approximately 76 questions for him. And that only counts questions about stiff flop-wide comics. Bob's been through some stuff. Yeah, Bob's had it a little rough here. Okay, sport. Everything is in order here. Clarence thinks I'm flying a drone. Which I am too, because I thought we could use some air support. I'm afraid I have some good and bad news for you. Which do you want to hear? I mean, both. You're super safe there. That's because this building is in full lockdown. Nobody gets inside or outside. Sorry. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure we can overload the system. Let's investigate first. Okay, great. Awesome. Cheddar is still up and running. You're probably a bit clueless of what I'm rambling about, right? Yes. Cheddar, or Confined Heat Exchange Device, with Displacement Array Reactor, to be precise, is a new type of reactor which generates electricity from that manure of yours. Clarence wanted me to take a look at the substance, and I realized he could use it for much, much more than to just grow vegetables. This reactor is by far my greatest invention, and it sits down here in Clarence's basement like a battered washing machine. Yes, it's also my own fault. The patents were part of the business deal I made with them. We need to overload this baby in order to get you out of there. The doors are controlled by electric locks. You bypass the energy flow with these switches in order to open the doors to the mansion. I can't remember the combination for the life of me, but it shouldn't be too complex. After all, there's only 3 levers. Just approach them and start pushing and pulling. Don't you worry, only one of those combinations causes a deadly laser trap to activate. I'm joking. What is breaking into people's places without breaking into a laughter every now and then? Bob, I don't know about that. It was that easy? What is supposed to be doing in here? This looks like a streaming studio. Did you say something about streaming? No, Cliff, just keep doing what you're doing. He's sore enough because of the newspaper. Better not make his day worse by revealing that Clarence is also planning some streaming business. Not to judge it before I see it, but the internet isn't really lacking old men making angry videos about how things used to be better. But back on the topic at hand. Gouda and Edom control the door system. Gouda? Global Operating Unit for Digital Assets, a user-friendly front end for my operating system. I won't bore you with the details, we can unlock the doors with this. There's a vault upstairs where a reset button for the system is located. Come to think of it, I probably should have installed it somewhere other than a vault. It seems that Clarence has disconnected the fuses. We're basically screwed without them. They must be somewhere in this house. Okay. What is that? Is that a giant potato? Is that an egg? I wonder what produced it. But on second thought, sometimes ignorance is bliss. Oh my god, dude. That's an egg? Okay, well... Oh, Jesus. I got scared. This is the battery array the Cheddar is charging. Clarence wanted to disconnect it from the grid. I can't really blame him, energy prices being what they are. Man, this technology would benefit millions, but now it's being used to just keep tabs on doors. What a shame. They may want to harness the power of a star just to warm his toilet seat in the morning. Okay. So what am I doing here? Oh. Clarence Spud. Simone Travis. Alden Bunton. Man of the Year. Oh. Okay. I see. Are we going to the box down here? There was like one thing out of place that wasn't highlighted. Like, okay. Clarence has a teddy bear. Cliff would love this, but I'm more interested in that safe there. Seems that big vegetables mean big bucks. No wonder he wants my shop for himself. Was that a second fuse? Nothing up there. We'll just go back in that room. Wait, I thought that was a fuse. What the hell did I pick up? Money? Did I just randomly pick up money? Like, okay. It's probably not the smartest thing to do in this situation. Oh, did I pick up the key for the save? Oh, I'm so silly. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. This one was pretty thoroughly hidden. Let's Kermit and Edom. He still has the tank battle simulator I built for him. Clarence asked me to see if I could work with a limited budget. After I shot a hole in the wall with that cardboard panzer, he never did it again. Okay. Okay, one more to go. I keep forgetting that's just a bathroom. This is Clarence's lair. He never let me in here, so I was waiting for something a bit more ominous. A dragon, at least. Or a pit of lava, or a voodoo doll depicting a hardware store owner. The last few should be somewhere around here. What? What? Dragon? I know. Oh wait, what was that? Oh. Creepy. Now we should have access to the vault. I don't understand what I'm looking for here. Why did the music get ominous? Stop being ominous. Oh. Dear Mr. Cromwell, I trust you are in good health. I provided you with small samples of my products. Spuds. Let's go. Oh, I didn't get to read all that. You guys see what I'm looking at, right?
What is that?
It's a statue, but it keeps like disappearing.
Oh.
I feel like that has something to do with it, but I could be wrong. It could just be a like bug or something. These are all the samples I need. Okay, I think we're done here. Let's get you out. Okay. So the fact that I couldn't grab that unless I was like directly behind it was kind of nuts.
Feels more like bug, yeah.
What's the fucking code? What's the code? Oh, right, the keypad. Sorry, I forgot this one. Parents wanted everything to be super technical and had me install this. I really hate these, but a man's gotta do what another man paid for. There must be some clues somewhere. Oh, brother. $1973? That wasn't so hard. Glad we're done with this puzzle nonsense. Another keypad? Jeez, why do people install these things when they use a simple device such as a key? Alright, I could charge more money for installing these instead of traditional locks. I love art. But there's nothing on that. Hmm. See, all those letters don't correspond to this, right? Wait. A, B, T, C, S? No? Was I wrong? Hold on. Because you can see there's like, they're highlighted, right? Like those first T... A, B, T, C, S. I'm so confused.
I have the answer if you want it.
Yes, I want it.
So you're on the right track.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Hmm?
Wait, what?
Look how you tried to find the answer and you couldn't find it. Hello? Oh, brother.
But that's what let them out in the video. Did they change it?
Did they change it? Look at it again. Make sure you're not. So it should be AB.
Yeah, in the video they literally struggle on the puzzle.
Oh, you missed the S. Oh my god.
No, I didn't
Okay,
miss
let's
that.
reset the
It's right there.
system and get out of here. Hmm. Okay. First, it was giant vegetables. Then, it was cults. Now, it's what looks to be a zombie. Oh my god. What the heck is going on here? Are those zombies? And there was more of those barrels containing that weird stuff that Cliff keeps calling manure. We gotta get you out of there. Smash the reset button and run like there's no tomorrow. Hey, if I reset this, am I gonna have to run from zombies? Hey. Hey, Bob. Hey. Bestie. Bestie Bob. If I reset this, are zombies gonna chase me? Oh, crap, the power went out completely. Poor Cheddar. Bob, what the heck happened? No need to panic, it's just a power cut. Bob, do you have something to do with this? Sir, you just calm yourself. Wait a minute. Where's the one with the camera? Bob, do something. The backup generator should kick in just a minute. We don't have a minute. It was a good call to install night vision on your camera. Come on, let's get going. Things are starting to heat up. Good thing that the cell door doesn't have an electric lock. If it did, you'd be screwed! Bob, I think I'm screwed! Oh no, run! Oh shit! Oh, I don't like that. I don't like the noises. Oh shit. Oh, get me out of here. Woo! Let me out! Let me out! This game has everything. It does. That's loud. Sorry. Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Okay, what the heck was all of that? I don't even know where to start. Zombies in Butterfly Valley? They must be the editors of the Herald. That would explain a lot about the quality of the newspaper. Thank goodness we made it out of there alive, and not dead and alive. This goes way deeper than just giant vegetables. Can't we just tell your boss? This is something the police definitely should handle. I told you already, I can't. Pecker's above me in the chain of command and I can't go past him. Also, I don't think that my superiors will see change from can't shoot a badger to thinks zombies are real, an improvement. This is the very problem of going into the gray area. When things go south, there's no backup. True, we're all alone on this one. Like a pack of lonely wolves. Where do you get your wolf facts? Oh, never mind. Just stay away from Mr. Wilson. You two could cause some real damage together. That manure is definitely at the core of everything. I've been telling you all the time that this whole thing smells. Do you know any other ways to treat post-traumatic stress than dad jokes? Those Walking Dead seem to be more alive than your sense of humor. Oh? My god. Your buddy here found some samples from the manor. They're probably taken from that mysterious manure. I'll run some tests with those. Maybe they can shine some light on the situation. Also, we need to figure out what the stuff actually is and what it does. Maybe even turning people into fans of tech billionaires. I mean, zombies. I'll get right on it, but it might take a day or two to run the samples. We don't have much time. If things keep escalating with a pace like this, they'll soon spiral out of control. Rix is right. While you work with those samples, we have to uncover more facts about the manure. Sure thing, Cliff. Oh, and those followers I promised you. They should start arriving on your channel right about now. Thanks, Bob. That really compensates the loss of potential subscribers today. It's a real shame that we couldn't report that yet. I bet that Clarence will soon find out that one of us was inside his manor. What do you think he's going to do about it? He doesn't have surveillance cameras, and I understand why. He doesn't want his own doings being recorded. Oops. I'm pretty sure we don't have to worry about him for a while. He knows we have something about his secrets, so he'll have to be careful. Although I'm pretty sure that Stiff Flopwide will continue his adventures on tomorrow's paper. Now we know for sure that Clarence is behind all this. The giant veggies, the manure, charmers in local business life. But we still don't know where the manure comes from. Probably from some kind of hole. Bob. Thanks, Bob. But I think we should also find out where that hole is. That should be our next priority. I bet the cult knows all about it. Their people are always near when something connected to the substance happens. Cliff, just because they get on your nerves doesn't mean they're bad people. This is not personal. How could it be? They're more sheets than people, and I never pick up fights at betting. They're the ones providing hogs with the manure, so they must know where it comes from. Well, that's the only lead we currently have, so I guess it's worth a shot. I keep thinking about the hole. They're organizing some kind of an event at the lake tomorrow. I think we should attend. Any idea what it's about? They're having a get-together for all the townsfolk. I don't trust it one bit. We should definitely report it. Joining a cult isn't a crime. Neither is joining a political party, but would you trust 50 congressmen asking people to just spend a nice day with them by the lakeside? I can't really disagree with that. Better check it out. Unfortunately, my razor-sharp reporting has already given them some serious cuts, so they probably won't welcome us with open arms. We better disguise ourselves. I don't know, Cliff. Maybe we'll play with open cards on this one? Maybe they'll act straight when we're present? All this constant secrecy is making me nervous. Trust me on this one, please. We'll get a lot more out of it if we act as regular citizens. It's the only way to see how they really act. Cliff's right. That's exactly how we did it in Finland in 2007. What did you do in Finland in 2007? I'm gonna give myself some mercy and not ask any following questions. Could you keep it down? I have plenty of time to be done tomorrow. And I want to wake up fresh and proactive. Sorry, Jeb. It's almost morning anyways. Let's call it a day and head to the lake tomorrow evening. Yeah, it's been a long night. Tell me about it. You met a bunch of real zombies, never got the time to talk about them. If a flying saucer landed tomorrow in front of my house and aliens told me all this would have been some kind of weird test for humanity, I'd probably thank them for finally making some sense into things. All
It's
right.
a wrap. Day completed.
Completed day 4. Oh.
Day 5. Perfect dimension.
He does not have a horse head on. What the heck are you wearing? You were supposed to go undercover, remember? I'm disguised. As a horse? We're supposed to avoid attention, not attract it. Oh, come on, we're in the countryside. Since when did horses attract attention around here? Since the day horses started wearing cheap black suits. What was I supposed to do? I don't have exactly the most versatile wardrobe, you know. Basically anything else than this. Please take it off. To tell you the truth, as journalists we always do, the mask is stuck on my head. There seems to be a considerable amount of hair in the zipper. Since my hair has excellent quality, it doesn't give up that easily. I knew my great looks would come to my doom someday. Become my doom someday. So I'm a horse for the time being, whether you like it or not. You can't come along dressed like that, that's for sure. But I need to report a news story. Sorry, Cliff, you're not going to ruin this by literally horsing around. You're going to wait here while we investigate. So you don't have anything to complain about my friend's outfit? Nope, even the camera's camouflaged. Also, this pal of yours gets some extra credits for not looking like a horse. Dang, I suppose you're right. I can't let my ego get in the way of the investigation. Be partly surprised. I'll wait here, sweating in this rubber mask of mine. Look, from what we learned from yesterday's efforts, somebody has to stay behind if things go south. And today, it's you who takes care of things we need to make a run for it. But we need to report the news. We didn't get any material from yesterday, and this is exactly the kind of content my channel is known for. You don't have to be in the center of everything every single time. Trust us, we'll handle it for sure. We do still have Bob's equipment, so I can give you some artillery support from the rear lines. I'll take it that's a horse-drawn artillery and not motorized. Please spare my audience from your jokes when you report. And please, annoy the heck out of that Matrixia Moss character for me, will you? She gives me the creeps. So, how do we make a news report in an authentic Cliff Rockslide style? Since you can't replicate my ingenuity, you just have to improvise. Go out there and see what happens. So basically, you don't have any idea what we're doing. I had a clear vision that was unfortunately clouded by a horse mask. Just be authentic and honest. Honest. Jeez. Report what you see. That's what I do. Fair enough. You ready for this? Yeah. Let's do it. Great. Let's get a move on then. I have a weird feeling about this. Likewise. You take care of yourselves, okay? I'll keep my eyes open. Which is actually quite difficult, this mask. How do horses even manage themselves? And remember, Cliff, no need for the long face. They'll get back in the saddle in no time. Just try to act stable. Make one more pun and I'll follow up for report a police brutality on you. Now get going. Just make sure that Mr. Wilson doesn't adopt you as well.
Special investigation.
Special investigation. Hello there, Mrs. Beaverton. Fancy seeing you here. Oh, hello. Hey, aren't you one of the police officers of Butterfly Valley? Yep. So, what are you doing here, and where's your uniform? This is a special police technique called having a night off. Cool, cool. Not that you have anything more important to do, like closing Jeb's investigation and releasing him. Because he's still in jail, and I have to be the one fetching these manure barrels to the farm, even though I have plenty of stuff to do as it is. Not that you probably want any of my advice, but I'd leave them be if I were you. Trust me. Oh, the only explosions we have to worry about are Haas's tantrums. It was a freak accident, and we really need to intensify the plant growth. It's not just the explosions. We've gathered some information about this stuff, and it does a whole lot more than just fertilize plants. Oh yeah? Show us some proofs then. Well, like I said, I'm having a night off and don't carry evidence with me. But trust me, there's a lot of weird things going on. Hey, wait a minute. You're the kid with the camera. You're friends with my brother. Did Melvin put you up to this? What? Who? Melvin, my brother, also known as Brother Streamer or Cliff Rockslide. Oh, you're Cliff's sister? Nice to meet you. Not to be rude, but since Cliff is making a show for adults and not for toddlers, I think Cliff Rockslide works a bit better than Melvin Beaverton. He's not a Beaverton. He has our mother's last name. His last name is Kelvin. Melvin Kelvin? Never thought I'd say this, but Cliff Rockslide is probably the best option. To answer your question, I am helping out your brother a bit. You've gathered some solid evidence about connections between the accident, manure, and the cult. I know it sounds crazy, but you have to trust me on this one. Cliff and I have seen things you wouldn't believe. It is all connected to the substance. You don't have to take my word for it. Ask Cliff if you want. He's back there, covering our 6. That was him? I thought they were making a live-action version of that super depressing sitcom. I'll make sure the Cliff hears that one. Don't worry, I'll tell him myself. I have to go. I'll go have a chat with him. I need to know what he's gotten himself into. Besides a horse mask. Well, everything's sparkly. Oh, it's hot dog guy. This guy fishing. There's stuff over there. I think we found the source of these giant vegetables. Wow, these are even bigger than the ones I saw at the ranch a few days ago. You're seeing this too? Yep, these upgrades I've installed are very handy. Although they aren't the most easily used with a mask that has eyes on the side of its head. Well, you can't look a gift horse in the mouth, can you? You have to be running out of these soon, right? Oh no, not at all. My mind is just galloping wild. Ah! Hello, Mrs. Ricks. Wow, you look nice today. Thanks, Wes. You're always such a gentleman. I am? Oh no, does that mean I have to go into those dreary concerts and operas? What? What are you talking about? Every time there's some super boring adult stuff on TV, they always say, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to be a gentleman and attend those. I don't play video games. Oh no, now you got it all wrong. I was trying to say that you're being very polite and nice. Okay, thanks. Why did you say so in the first place? That's actually a good question. Next time I'll do just that. What are you doing here? Wasting my time, that's what. Mom went to the camp to listen to those weirdos, so I thought I could try my luck with fishing here. But the fish aren't biting. This place is even more dead than Lake Beaverton. I know it's just game font, but the chatter is speaking all caps and seeming to yell everything goes above the vibe of this game. Yeah. There's even more of those cult people than on the farm. I don't like them at all. I think they're scary. They've been worked up all day long. More than usual, I mean. I bet that something bad's gonna happen soon. Heck, if I'm hanging out in a dead place full of cultists, what's the difference between this and my video games? You know what? I think you should go home and play those video games. My mom said that I must stay outdoors and enjoy my summer. Well, this is a direct order from a police officer. You can tell your mom that. Oh, well, I guess I have to obey the law. Thanks, Mrs. Ricks. I really don't want to stay here 1 second longer. That's great, Wes. Now head straight back home. And don't get scared of meeting a man with the head of a horse. It's nothing dangerous. It's just something very, very stupid. Sure thing, ma'am. Oh boy, an official police license to play all summer. Take that, Mom. Hello, Doug. Greetings, officer. What are you doing here? Selling hot dogs, obviously. Are you still upset about your shop? I was told you lost your customers. Nah, work merely nourishes the body. I'm here to find nourishment to my soul. I beg your pardon? I'm not into earthly delights anymore. The metric house has provided me with an alternate means of thinking. To thrive, I only need to understand that an inch is 2.5 centimeters. I don't follow. How do hot dogs and, centimeters fit together? Quite easily. My hot dogs are 8 inches tall, but now they're 20 centimeters. What difference does it make to measure hot dogs in centimeters? It changes everything. The metric house teaches us to think in solar increments. That is the way. As far as I know, the metric system has been around quite some time. It's not something new, you know. I'm sensing a sniff of blasphemy from your words. The metric house is the metric house is the one who proudly carries the banner of a better way to measure things. Okay, I see that you're selling some hot dogs. You're correct, officer. But aren't the cultists, representatives of the metric house, vegan? They sure are. Aren't sausages made out of meat? Yes, and the old and ignorant sausages. These are filled with cosmic understanding and boundless love. And with some plant pulp from those giant veggies. I see. Have you talked with Cliff lately? Please, don't mention the name of the one who got his discount removed in my presence. You removed his personal discount? I thought you guys were best friends. A best friend of mine wouldn't be a sheep who tries to limit my spiritual potential. Right. Look, I've been working with Cliff and we have found some disturbing... Silence. I'll do my own research, thank you very much. And if you'll excuse me, the sermon is starting soon. I don't want to miss my measurements. A sermon? Could we participate in it? No way. It's not for those who aren't willing to accept the one true form of things. I'm sorry, but I thought Cliff's friends can have different opinions than him. What do you mean? I don't agree with him on everything. For example, I haven't decided what I personally think about the metric house. Well, that's so great to hear. You still do have a possibility to turn your life around, sister. That's the spirit, brother. This changes everything. You're most welcome to participate in our ceremony. We love all those who don't question us in any way. I'll go ahead. Catch you later. Don't be late. It's about to start. What do you think about this? He sounded brainwashed, didn't he? Yeah. Well, lucky for us, that very same brainwashing made it astonishingly easy to manipulate him. No need for space wizard mind tricks here. Let's follow him to the camp and see what we find. This is Dusk Stallion. Do you copy? Dusk Stallion? This is one of the reasons why the code names are discussed in advance. But I take it from your super stealthy code name that you're still in an anthropomorphic state. Affirmative. That's why I contacted you. You have to continue without me. We're still in a bit of the process here. Hold still, I almost got it. Hey, it's my hair in the zipper. Oh, quit being such a fool. Keep us updated on your progress, okay? Will do. That's my armpit hair. How did it get tangled up as well? Oh my god. Listen just for a second, Cliff. I'm all new to journalism. What should we look for? Lila, could you... Give me a second. Fine, but if this takes any more time, I'll change my mind and make a racehorse out of you. I gotta compensate for this loss of time somehow. Cliff, please. The sermon is about to start any minute now. Right, put my camera person in charge. Just shoot anything with an outline. Affirmative, Rick's out. Okay, you're in charge. Let's investigate. Where have all the townsfolk gone? The camp is almost empty. Well, they're being offered giant turnips, what did you expect? It's weird. I thought that the sermon is being held in the camp, and it clearly isn't. We're missing at least a busload of people. I'm itching to find out what's going on here. Hurry up with the mask, then. Lila isn't the only one loading cargo. Can't say I'm surprised seeing Clarence's little handyman doing business here. Better stay clear from him. Not that he's any kind of threat, I just don't want to hear any more of his manly man monologues. Don't you mean monologues? Good one, Rix. Why is it all the guys who act tough on the outside are real sissies on the inside? Ouch, Lila, that really hurts. I'm playing from the nostrils and the mask. How can it hurt you? I think that this mask is learning and adapting. Hurry before it takes total control over me. You go ahead. I'll continue with Dusk Stallion here. There's a cave entrance of some kind. Looks like a temple. There's guards and everything. Underground cave temple? Really? There should be an entrance. Just be an entrance to an old salt mine. This might be it, but it sure doesn't look like a mine entrance anymore. That rock formation sure does look a lot like a skull. Skull Cave Underground Temple? I can't miss this. I'm going in. Are you sure? I'm not even close to getting rid of this mask. I don't care. This is still less humiliating than working for Clarence. I'm going in. Phew, I made it. Shh, keep your voice down. Tug is right over there, and if he sees you, it's game over for all of us. I don't think he can say anything other than his own delusions, but fair enough. This sure is something. This is the old salt mine entrance, but they've changed it quite a bit. They must have dug the whole summer. I'm willing to believe pretty much anything these days, but suggesting that these anti-thinkers are an efficient workforce is really pushing the limit. Wait a sec. That trust fund girl said that she'd heard explosions from the lake earlier. Maybe they must use the manure to blow out more tunnels. Shh, Cliff, quiet. Now's the very worst time to use that word. Dear friends, I'm so happy to see that you've arrived in such large numbers. We have gathered here to extend our blessings to the one we call one by one by one, the being with perfect dimensions. You can witness the power of one by one just by looking at your surroundings. These gifts are granted to you in the form of vegetables, are nothing in comparison to what's stored for you. We measured everything the way it's supposed to be measured. With centimeters instead of inches, kilograms instead of pounds, Celsius instead of Fahrenheit, day, month, year, not the other way around. We've broken the shackles of the imperial system. The days of the oppressive means of measurement are over. All hail the metric house. Indeed, we measure the right way. I have a bad feeling about this. Likewise, we can't back down now. Dear viewers, I hope you're sitting down. Our special report is about to uncover the true secrets of the metric house. Stay tuned for updates. Cliff, for the last time, keep it down. The talking man horse is making a news stream rarely goes unnoticed. One by one welcomes you all into the herd. We don't discriminate. Everybody is welcome. All we ask is an open heart. Don't you find it a bit odd that nobody's questioning her? Everybody just stands still. No, I don't, because if they were capable of questioning things, they would have thrown Clarence out of town decades ago. Harsh, but not totally unfair. We will now enter the sanctuary of the metric house. Your friends are already waiting for you there. How very fitting that they call a hole in the wall a sanctuary. But it is kind of weird that nobody bats an eye. Look at them go. Wait, are we the only ones who didn't eat the vegetables? I guess so. We'll find more answers if we follow them. Gee, Cliff, I don't know. Come on, no guts on subscribers. You're right. If we turn back now, we'll regret it later. Splendid. Dear audience, we're going in. Oh no, are the vegetables turning people into zombies? Dear viewers, we have now entered a structure which appears to be a cave. People, blinded by the teachings of the metric house, are venturing blindly into the depths of the unknown. These stalagmites are as sharp as needles, so we need to be very careful if we wish to follow. Come on, Cliff, this over-dramatizing of yours is getting out of hand. Stalagmites is a funny word. Everybody knows the old salt mines. However, our parents worked here. I'm not streaming just for the good people of Butterfly Valley. I have a national and international audience, too. Everyone is just as important as me. Big shout out for Fedapal 1337, Boing Boing 737, K Charles, my main man, Chester, Parsacali, and the whole bunch of you who have usernames so offensive I can't say them out loud. Thanks for supporting the channel. Oh boy, subscribers are piling up. All that sweet ad revenue will do wonders for my channel. Focus! This is not about the subscribers. I can't believe that they let you in wearing that mask. Not to brag with my knowledge of history, but this isn't actually the first time a fortress was breached by a spectacular horse figure appearing on the front gate. Our teacher did say that this ancient Greek history will be super important later in our lives. Anyways, on with the show. We're going to venture deeper into this uncharted cave system. Salt mine. Cave system. Don't ruin it for everyone. I'm curious to see what we'll find. Likewise, if the kid gave me creepy vibes, this takes it to a whole nother level. Haas used to work here part-time and sometimes I tagged along with him. These caves sure looked a lot nicer back then. Less nostalgia, more news. Let's get going. Remember to smash that subscribe button. You don't want to miss anything. Giddy up, Silver. You must run out of horsepower with those jokes soon. Oh, look what you've done. Now I'm starting to spew out bad horse puns as well. Oh, brother. Alright. That's a lot of talking. Before we continue that, I need, like, actual water. Dad, what are you doing here? Cliff, is that you? Why are you wearing a horse mask? Do I even want to know? I'm disguised, and this rubber behemoth has my head in a stranglehold. What? It's stuck to my head, okay? Well, it's comforting to know that at least something sticks to your thick skull. Anyways, don't tell me you've become a cult follower as well. What? Of course not. I'm here out of curiosity, that's all. I saw Lila back there loading another shipment of that manure of yours. It's essential, and Clarence with Redneck Mindy and Danny Dumbbell had a whole truckload of the same stuff. Doesn't that tell you enough? What am I supposed to do? The soil around Beaverton Farm isn't that fertile. As you can see, I can't return to my old job as a salt miner. Mr. Beaverton, I'm Sergeant Ricks from the police. Cliff's right. That substance is extremely dangerous. Are you sure? Your colleague Pecker thinks otherwise. Why should I trust you? If you'd seen what we have... Here's the pickle. I have it. As long as I don't have rock-solid evidence to prove otherwise, I have no reason to stop using this stuff. I have one question for you. Do you eat those vegetables grown with the mystical manure yourself? Have you ever tasted one of them? Now, this is getting ridiculous. I'd like to spend one day without being interrogated by my own son. I take that as a no. And no surprise there. You're my dad. Since I'm super smart, you have to be at least a bit smart. And not a single smart person would ever put a piece of those roided up radishes in their mouths without proper investigation. I really can't argue with you on this one. No, I haven't tried them. And no, I don't trust the manure, Colt, or Clarence at all. I'm just in a dead end and can't find a way out. Without the manure and Clarence, my farm is going to drop dead in a matter of weeks. Trust me, Dad, there has to be a better way to make a living on the growing crops that you're too afraid to eat. Your vulnerability as an entrepreneur is being exploited by a powerful, rich old guy. That's exactly the kind of thing us journalists reveal to the public. Just trust me on this one. Come along for a while so you can see that I'm not just trying to make your life difficult. Well, I guess the best thing you can do in a place as dreadful is at least spend some time with your family. Also, I like to do something fresh and new every once in a while. Seeing you work hard is definitely such a thing. Damn. Roasting. Cool, just promise that you'll drop out the awkward father and son team-up stuff right this second. Don't you worry, being awkward is your responsibility. You're the one running a news stream. As a horse. Are you done with the slight improvement in your family relations? Shall we continue with the mystery of a lifetime? Right, come on, Dad. 100 subscribers! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's so loud. Oh, it finally happened. I'm a legit streamer. That's great. Now, could you be a quiet, legit streamer next? You don't realize the significance of this event. I'm getting ad revenue. I'm finally getting money for making news. That's so awesome that your content will be interfered with stuff everyone hates. But could we celebrate this some other time? I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing to Butterfly Valley's most popular news stream. Shut up, Cliff. Sweet, sweet ad revenue, here I come. How about this for proof, Dad? How is this proof of anything? I have stuff like this laying around on my own farm. I just never get tired of these. They put me in awe every time. Try eating them and they'll do much more than that. Maybe there's something to be done with them? I mean, vegetables this big could feed the entire planet. Yes, maybe we can minimize the zombifying effect with 10%? Maybe we should just let this one go. You got a point. When something seems too good to be true, it's usually written by Clarence Spud. Bitter as you are, you're not wrong. Don't buy into my son's humbug. He's probably just after a scandal. Thank you for your patronizing. I just don't swallow everything Cliff says. Although this time he's most likely right. Yeah, you should totally listen to me and not listen to me. What? What? Right? You don't have to listen to anyone. All you have to do is believe your eyes. These veggies will change the world. Says the guy who doesn't have the courage to eat them. If I want to hear baloney like this, I'll join Clarence in the cult. Well, maybe they're right. Has that thought ever crossed your mind? You just said that you don't trust them one bit, and I didn't even show you the footage of the people who've been exposed to this manure. My trustworthy assistant has encountered them, and sure, turning people into zombies and stashing them inside a vault is definitely a way to end world hunger. Zombies? Jeez. I can't say I like Clarence, but isn't this a bit far-fetched? You've always had a vivid imagination, but that stuff sounds like it's from a late-night horror film. I have concrete evidence to back that up. Okay, show me. I don't have it with me, but me and Bob are more than happy to show it to you once we're done here. You mean Hardware Bob? Oh, bringing another nutcase along totally makes this more credible. He's not a nutcase, he's a misunderstood genius. Did you know that he wired Clarence's mansion to run on a self-sustained reactor which uses your manure as fuel? Since this manure works as a source of energy, do you think it's still a safe way to put food on people's plates? Maybe hand them a rod of uranium to pick their teeth with after they finish their meal? I'll tell you what, I think you should cut down this time you spend online. I've always said that the stuff you see there rots your brain. Sir, I can assure you that Cliff's not lying. Everything he says is true. Well, except for the part that he's super smart. I think that a horse mask is all the evidence we need on that argument. You're buying into this stuff too, Rix? Somebody just said lots of talking. Yeah, that's true. I don't have to buy a single thing from Cliff. I've witnessed it myself. I thought you were on board with me trying to talk Cliff out of this nonsense. I'm on board with justice, and for now I count more on Cliff than, with that than with Clarence. Cool as it is to see people talk about me for ages, I think we have some better things to do. If you don't believe us, Dad, why are you even tagging along? Good point. I'm here to prove you wrong. The only reason you three seem like a reasonable option is because we're surrounded by a cult. Why do you trust the cult with the manure and not us? Let's just get going. I don't have all night for this. Thanks, Rix. What would I not do for my trustworthy steed? You treacherous snake! Not the trustworthy steed. Look, Dad, even the barrels are getting bigger. Have you ever stopped to wonder where this manure is coming from? What do you mean? Has the Metric House ever explained the origins of the manure to you? That's actually a really important question. Why is it so important to you? You can clearly see what the manure can do. Sure, and I can see what the DDR did to their national sports results in the 80s, but I'd like to ask how they did it. Come on, Dad, you've always told me how important it is to be honest. It's honest work to grow people's food. It would be a lot more honest if you'd eat that very same people's food. If you want to make a business by selling stuff that you don't believe in, you might as well work for Clarence. Which you actually do, unfortunately. Don't compare me to Clarence. We're not the same. He's all powerful, and I'm just trying my best. Sorry, that was a bit unfair. Listen, Dad, I've been in the exact same spot that you're in right now. That's why I'm trying so hard to make you believe me. That farm has been in our family for 7 generations. I just don't want to be the one to end it all. It's just not my legacy. It's our family's legacy. I can't let it fail. I don't want it to fail either. It makes my news career so much more interesting and dramatic that I refuse to work on a farm and chose this business instead. Also, it would be a real shame because, Dad, could you two act like normal grown-ups and book a therapy session for this? We're gonna miss metric day if we don't step it up. You're right, let's hustle. Look at the size of those mushrooms. Must be the manure doing its magic. It's so beautiful in an eerie kind of way. Like an atom bomb is beautiful in an eerie kind of way. Could we please stop admiring these abominations? Why do you have so much against nature, son? I'm fine with nature. I'm not fine with this Clarence Spud trying to make everything around him as bloated as he is. What the heck is the matter with you? Why do you have to question everything? My job requires me to be skeptical. Being skeptical of mushrooms? What's next? An unveiling documentary series about the exceptionally invasive nature of the mold? What? No, I'm focusing on the even lower forms of life, like Clarence. I don't like him either, but you don't have to degrade him. Well, you're right. Why would I degrade a man who acts so low? It's like telling giraffes to stick their necks out a bit more. And dear viewers, this is the reason why you should work out your son-daddy issues before you take part in a risky covert ops operation. And what is this with the camera? Do you have to drag it everywhere? You can't make a broadcast of the camera, can you, Dad? You're telling me you're doing those internet videos of yours right now? No, I'm just pretending the whole thing. Of course I'm making those internet videos right now. We're inside a secret cult base. Is there any better place to make a news stream? So all this talk between us has been going straight to the internet? Yes, you just described how streaming works. Bravo. Everything I said is online now? Sure is, but don't you worry. You're not the first grumpy guy online saying that youngsters these days aren't good for anything. You might actually make a big hit. I told you several times that I don't want to be part of this online craziness. You know what? You can continue this little quest all by yourself. You and the 20 geeks watching your show. God. So very sorry that I didn't understand that the underlined to you that the live stream means being live on the internet. You better not follow me or that being live might change quite quickly. Oh, brother. At least you're back to normal, whatever that means. Is he always this grumpy? Well, yes, but he has told me that he really hates the internet, and I should have explained to him how live streams work. Too bad that I didn't have 6 hours and a slide presentation available right in the middle of the covert op, because that's the minimum that he'd understand something about computers. I don't think I've ever walked a path this straight this slowly. Won't you please help me move along faster? Hey, don't blame me for that handbrake that has taken human form and calls himself Hospiritan. It's not my fault that he's so negative. He's just worried. His livelihood is on the line and we're the ones risking it. He'll bounce back. He's my dad. He always does that. He's an old man, Cliff. The elasticity wears out eventually. And then he needs you. Have you ever thought of that? Oh my god. Why are we working out the family drama in the middle of the cult? You guys. Can we move it along a little? Why did we stop? It's just, I've known for years that these mines exist, but I never visited here. Why is that? I hated the idea of the cold, damp, depressing, endless tunnels, but now I see the beauty in them. You're starting to appreciate the beauty of what lies beneath? That's what journalism... Cliff, you don't have to contextualize everything. Let things just be sometimes, okay? What do you mean? People need journalists to make sense of things. Yes, they need journalists to bring them the facts, but they don't need to know what to exactly think about those facts. You never let people make up their own mind, you just push and push them. That's what makes me sound... That makes me sound like Clarence. Totally not cool. That's your interpretation, not mine. I can assure you that you can totally make up your own mind. Cliff Rockslide is all about people making up their own. And now you did it again. Listen, I like you. Your sister likes you. This kid behind the camera clearly likes you since he does your dirty work for free. And your dad, well, he loves you. There's no other way to put it. You don't have to try that hard all the time. Just give people some time to appreciate you. Of course I have to try this hard. News is super tough business. You wouldn't understand. I think I can. After that Badger case, I spent months trying to assure everyone that I wasn't horrible at my job. How did you eventually succeed? I quit trying and just did my job. And here I am, revealing the biggest criminal conspiracy in Butterfly Valley ever, with you. When you put it that way, you might have a point. Just tap your hoof 2 times if you agree. That's all I need for now. That was an ambush. Oh my god, this is so silly. Can we just get to the cult, please? There's crystals and shit everywhere. What the fuck is that? Okay, I know that this sentence lost a bit of meaning lately, but what the actual heck is that thing? I don't have the faintest idea. It looks like a cube of some sort. Dear believers, we welcome you all. You're witnessing the divine presence of the one by one, a supreme being with the perfect dimensions. A cult that has an actual deity that they worship? That's a first. I mean, literally the first case ever on Earth. I really didn't think about such a thing actually existed. But there it is. Don't get too excited. It's probably just a worn out bouncy castle from the front yard of some supermarket. At least that's what I dearly hope for. Are you seeing this, kid? Yep. Well, this is a mass delusion. Good to have you on the same side. I need to report this. Rix, do you agree? I'm not a pro on journalism, but even I can tell that this is pretty newsworthy. But do it quietly, okay?
Breaking news.
Let's get ready to rumble moderately. This is local news with Cliff Rockslide. We're bringing you breaking news like you've never seen before. The impossible has happened. Cliff Rockslide is lost for words. At the end of this vast cave system lies a massive cubic form of something. The true nature and motivations of this thing remain unclear, but I bet that's going to change very soon. Metric Day has finally arrived. Today we break the chains of the old Imperial measurement system for good. For the past weeks we've been growing both our following and the vegetables of Butterfly Valley. We will follow you anywhere you want us to go. Just listen to this acolyte, wearing the very essence of one by one. I have finally seen the light. Poor Doug. He's lost the last of his marbles. That tormented soul, my dear viewers, used to be my best friend before the brainwash in the Metric House. He has cut out all the connections to his old friend and even stopped selling his famous hot dogs. What an absolute tragedy for me and the sausage lovers of Butterfly Valley. Well, what the heck is that? Oh, shit. What? Hello again, Dad. Do you have any updates on your nothing strange going on hypothesis? Gotta admit, it's getting pretty weird, son. According to one of my great teachers, that means the weird are about to get going. Now the time has come for you to show your commitment. Metric Day has come, and one by one demands your presence in the benevolent embrace of the divine. Join me in the light, my friends. Let's witness the awe with our own eyes. Cliff, I don't like this. It seems that the people are willingly walking inside the cube. Huh? Huh? They just walked into the cube? Yes, but why? Is that thing devouring them or what's going on? What's up, buddy? Nice to see you here. Everything cool? Man, these headphones are still excellent. Real quality product, I must say. What's going on back there? Uh-oh. I guess that's our exit cue, huh? Yeah, better start tying our shoelaces. Dad, maybe you go ahead and start the car and maybe hurry a bit? Yeah, I can do that. Infidels, you show what is the true power of the Metric House. Should we get going as well? Things are starting to heat up. Just a sec, we still don't know what happened to those people. They were standing there a minute ago. Renounce yourselves and join the others, or meet your doom. What did you do to our friends and neighbors? That voice. I'd recognize it anywhere, even behind that mask. And you should. This is Cliff Rockslide, and you're on my news stream. You, the heathen. You want to see your friends? Yes, tell that gooey abomination to spit them out. Very well, as you wish. That's more like it. You better bring them back and get out of here. Take that ridiculous inflatable god with you. Cliff, just look at it, how it moves. I really don't think that's inflatable. I think it's alive. And the glory of the meter, liter, and kilograms. Slay the infidels. Oh, brother.
Epic reporting.
Oh, jeez. Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh no, there's ads. There's ads everywhere. Oh god. The hemorrhoid harvester. What the hell is that? Rusty Finnegan. People deserve worse. The Santos of Anarchy. Mansplain Alpha. Capybara Arcade. Capybara Arcade. Oh no. Not a full screen ad. Oh shit, I can't see. I can't see. Oh god. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh no, wizards. Oh, thank god. Those are friggin' zombies. I know. We gotta get to the car. Keep running. Are they the running version or the walking version of the zombies? I don't know. I'm gonna be the running version of myself. Okay. Oh, that's kind of loud, huh? So let me get this straight. There's a massive human-eating cube in the old salt mines, and that cube is eating everyone. Well, not the most intelligent and handsome. And somehow after eating those people, the cube turned them into zombies. While being controlled by a group of hippies that formed some kind of cult. Did I miss anything? We know, it sounds super weird, but that thing is the key to all the anomalies here. The explosion, giant vegetables, the cult. How did you inhale those toxic fumes in the salt mines? None. There's 4 of us and we all saw the cube. How can we all have the same hallucination? That's what I've been trying to ask those darn liberals for years. Even if this was true, that's the world's biggest if, what would you want me to do? Well, for starters, we could probably call the National Guard. National Guard? And tell them what? A tale about a bloodthirsty cube with an ability to turn regular people into zombies? I know how it sounds, but let me tell you what I think. This journo clown here is fishing for a story, my partner's in desperate need of a promotion, and this hillbilly here is probably working on some kind of insurance fraud to cash in on his dying little farm. That's uncalled for. Maybe, but it's still more credible than anything you're saying. Take a look at my stream, it's right here. He's right, just grab your phone and take a look. Sure I will. After that I might just spend all my money on some pyramid scam, because why would I let myself be fooled only once online? Pecker, I see you've apprehended the vandals. I didn't do a darn thing. They woke me up and been nagging to me ever since. I mean, yes, I sure did. You were asleep? I was searching for them all day. That was a wise move to finally surrender. You might not be that stupid after all. What the heck are you talking about? Why do we surrender? And why has Pecker searched us all day? Searched for us all day. Clarence called me this morning and told me quite an interesting story including you guys. Private property called a mansion and breaking and entering. Care to comment on that? Look, I can explain. We're not the bad guys here. Clarence is storing those zombies in his mansion. For crap's sake, I've had enough of this garbage. Do you realize what time it is? I want this trio locked up. I'm pressing charges. Hey, I'm the one calling the shots. Right now, Pecker. Don't get too nosy, Clarence. I'm still a police officer. Keep that in mind. Hey, I don't want you guys here. It's my office, and I don't want to share with the other workers. For the last time, being in jail is not a job. He drives me crazy. Why are you arresting my dad? He wasn't even at Clarence's mansion. Whereas some people we definitely don't know allegedly did something illegal. He's clearly part of your conspiracy to destroy a beloved community. Is this for real, Pecker? You know you can't lock Haas up. Are you really taking orders from Clarence? Keep in line, Rix. I'm a senior officer here. Clarence, why are you doing this? I thought that we were business partners. So thought I, but I was clearly mistaken. You are the worst. Too bad your breaking news won't break you out of jail. I warned you about this, but you wanted to drag yourself across the mud, remember? When you do that, you get your company dirty as well. This is why I told you that you're a threat to our community. You drag people down with your incompetence. That's some strong words coming from a guy who bribed a police officer and turns plants and peoples into monsters. Plants and peoples? Thank you, Brain, for letting me say that. Enough with this. Pecker, lock them up. Uh-oh.
It's a wrap. Day completed.
Refreshing day at a campsite is the thing I just got. Justice is finally served. Clarence Spud. Oh no. The turmoil of Butterfly Valley is finally over.
Day 6. Square root of all evil.
You happy now? About what? Spending a night in jail, obviously. I know that your catalog of people to blame is a bit short at the moment, but that's still unfair. If you just kept your mouth shut, none of this would have happened. Right. The problem is not Clarence, the cult, the corrupted police officer, or a 10-meter deity cube turning people into zombies. All that would have been super smooth and gone totally well for everyone without me. Great, another episode of Keeping Up with the Beavertons. Is this gonna be a new episode or a rerun from earlier this morning? Hey, I'm not trying to fight with him. He keeps blaming me. We need a neutral opinion on this. Hey, partner, who should we blame on this one? Why is Clarence not an option here? A little bit of Cliff's fault. At least you'll lose your sense of humor in tight spots. You're right in that sense that our razor-sharp reporting has broken the status quo. They don't lock up journalists because they're harmless. Could we please concentrate for a moment? If those zombies reach Butterfly Valley, we're screwed. We have to get out of here. I think at least 3 brainless monsters are lurking us at this very moment. Well. Ain't this a sight for a sore eye? You like it here? That's great, because you'll be spending some time here. Oh, and why is that? Well, isn't it pretty obvious? You're a dumb idiot working for a corrupt businessman. And a dumb idiot's most important role is going to jail so corrupt businessmen don't have to. Although this time the corrupt businessman is also a dumb idiot, so there's a great chance you all are going to prison together. Still running that mouth of yours? I thought spending a night here might teach you a lesson. Well, I've had way worse than this. Like, every time I open your newspaper, remember that you exist. This is just a bump on the road. When I get out, You're not getting out anytime soon. You will answer for your crimes. What crimes? Breaking and entering, for starters. I'm sure I'll find more when I dig deeper. Gentlemen, I'm going weird this conversation. What do you say about a cup of coffee? Sure thing, boss. I mean, Clarence. What the heck, Pecker? Yesterday you said that you're a police officer and told Clarence to remember that. And now you call him boss? What happened? A reassessment of a salary development based on a conversation me and Clarence had this very morning. You're taking bribes now? Of course not. They're called incentive bonuses nowadays. You won't get away with this? I'll make sure of that. Your reign in local news is over. Come on, Cliff. It's no use. Besides, they're going to local coffee shops, so it's not like they go totally unpunished. Listen to your friend, son. You have to keep it calm. Tell me you got that on stream, kid. You did? Yes. Now we got some solid evidence. Excellent job with that camouflage. Pecker didn't notice the camera at all. It's not fair. What's not fair? You guys made it to the front page of the Herald. What? I have a lot more experience in this field than you. I'm not sure if I follow. I'm trying to make a career for myself. I'm pretty sure there's not enough room for all of us to thrive here. I'll be strict with you. I'll be the head of this company one day, and I will not pity you one bit. I will bulldoze you out of my way if I have to. Jeb, I know that you don't actually love your job at the farm and we're looking for some change. But for the last time, being in jail is not a job. Am I interrupting something? Yes, thank you for interrupting this. It's so great to see you two. How are you, Dad? I'm furious over all this meaningless, time-wasting hassle. Okay. Oh, I forgot my senses up. So everything's normal. That's great to hear. It's a lot to ask, but you have to get us out of here. That's why we're here. If you don't ask, we're here for nothing. You have no idea what we've witnessed. Yes, I do. I follow Cliff's channel. Do you also have a plan for the full-blown zombie apocalypse? Sure. I've had several plans for a zombie apocalypse for years. You could probably open this lock quite easily. Sure. And after that, you have mojitos in your back pocket to celebrate our prison break? Don't be silly. They'd be warm by now. That's why I left them in my fridge. I don't know if you're pulling my leg or not. Come on, let's talking more illegal activities. It's a good thing I'm the only security expert in these parts. I recently upgraded the locks here to work without keys. Why would you do that? Because they pay me to do that. I suppose opening doors is hard work when you do it on a daily basis. I've been doing anything on a daily basis that's too hard for Pecker. Alright. Oh shit. I think now is safe to drop my collegiality and tell you that yes, it's probably the most accurate reason for it. Pecker is super lazy. He was seriously trying to get the police station to buy a baton drone so he could discipline people without having to get up from his chair. Just a sec, I'll just parse in a couple of rude commands. There you go, open sesame. Let's get going then. I'll meet you at my shop. Don't go wandering anywhere. It's not safe. We don't know where those zombies are. Understood. We'll meet you there. Close the door on your way out. It's drafty enough in here. Uh-oh. I didn't realize that music was still playing. Yeah, there's just like a herd of zombies following me. Can I get a shot? That's a lot of zombies. Oh shit. Where am I going? Phew, we made it all in one piece. Well, at least now we know where those zombies are. It's either that or Clarence is throwing together a family meeting. Is everyone okay? According to the head count, yes. Bob, shouldn't we close the door? Nah, zombies won't get inside. How can you be so sure? Those turrets will keep them away, trust me. So you're just gonna slaughter them at your doorstep? What? Of course not. I'm not gonna kill anyone. But you just mentioned turrets. I can understand the confusion. Those are actually ultrasonic rat repellent turrets. I did some contract work for a supermarket chain, but it never actually amounted to anything concrete. Turned out that placing military hardware-looking stuff next to bread shelf affects negatively on the average shopper's mood. Oh, jeez. I can't talk today. But they're totally harmless to us regular folk. Good to hear. No, you can't hear anything from them. That's the whole point. They're ultrasonic. Any suggestions on how we're going to deal with the zombie invasion? Well, for starters, we need guns. That'd be the most logical solution. If we wouldn't have to mind the fact that these are our friends and neighbors. It's my audience you're talking about. Shooting anyone is totally out of the question. Look, guys, I've had enough problems not being able to use my gun on duty. I'm not going to repeat those mistakes. We need to protect our community, and if it requires using lethal force, so be it. Yes, we have to protect our oh my god, I can't talk today. We have to protect our community from Clarence. All these people are his victims. Last time Clarence managed to make you a scapegoat because of my assistance, and I'm sorry for that. But this time I will not let that happen. If you start shooting these poor people, Clarence will turn it against you and escape responsibility once again. You're right, Cliff. Thank you. But there's still one problem. How do we deal with the zombies? If my thesis has any merit, we can actually turn them back to normal. Interesting. Please, go on. I've analyzed the samples provided by our camera-wielding friend here, and I discovered quite a few interesting details of the cube and the excrement it produces. These zombies, or whatever you like to call them, are actually just an extension of the cube's consciousness, a rampant pack of puppets of sorts. If we destroy the cube, there's a high probability that everyone will turn back to normal. Well, there's no turning most of the people in this town to normal, but unzombifying them is a worthy objective in itself. How do we destroy the cube then? Well, I made some calculations. Some I could complete, some of them not so much. It appears that the cube is a very peculiar being. It escapes definitions. Exactly like in the Metric House's propaganda. The Metric House, of course. That's why I couldn't make heads or tails in my calculations. I was using the Imperial system. I'm not sure I follow. We need to define the parameters in meters and kilograms instead of ounces, inches, feet, and whatnot. Okay. And how does this mathematical nonsense help us get our neighbors back? Once we have the correct parameters, I can reconfigure those turrets. We need the parameters to find the correct frequency to dismantle the internal configuration of the cube. Okay, I'll pretend that I understood and say something that a person that understands stuff would say. Like, great. What Bob is saying is that we need to get the thing wobbling so we can blow it up. Exactly, jelly physics at their finest. Sounds not reasonable, but like something. How do we do that? I'm afraid that this is all just theoretical at this point. I can't do anything without the proper parameters in the metric system. Dang. So those guns we were talking about earlier? I mean, I can do without a few subscribers. My audience is international after all. Wait a minute, do you remember the book I brought to your house a few days ago? The one I found at the cult's campsite? The weird one with all those calculations? Yeah, that's the one. The one Mom wanted for herself even though... Oh no, Mom, she's at home all by herself. Okay, calm down. Sure, she's alright. You don't know that. We need to go check on her. Agreed. Bob, what's the game plan? I can start modifying those turrets, but I really need those parameters in order to get them working. That book you mentioned is the best bet to get them. Cliff and Lila, you go check on Rose. The rest of us will help Bob. Sure thing, Dad. We can ask about the book while we're there. And Cliff and Lila? Yeah, Dad? Just stay safe. Losing the farm is one thing, but losing you two. No. This family has never been closer to being compatible with board games, so I'm not gonna die now. And neither is Melvin, right? I don't know. Do those zombies call me Melvin all the time? I'm still on the fence on this one. Do you need any more assistance? Is your mom's place far away? Not really. What do you mean? Haven't you been to Cliff's studio? I sure have, but what does it... Wait a second. Cliff, do you live with your mom? That's her garage where you work with your news stream? What? Of course not. That's ridiculous. Yes, I do live with my mom. Please don't make fun of me. It was really hard for me when I got back here. I got no money at all, no place to start. Make fun of you? Why? It's great that you're keeping your mother company. I'm not actually the first person to make fun of someone living with their parents. Well, I myself wouldn't consider living with your mom. But I guess that's a pretty big part of divorce. Oh, okay. I didn't understand. With rental prices this high, I consider this as an innovative housing solution. Wait, you called me Melvin? Make fun of my profession. Find my living with my mom totally cool? I don't understand the rules of ridicule these days. No, mom's cool. She's so cool that you living with her makes you a bit cooler. I disagree, but I also happen to know to quit while I'm winning. So, up to my mom's place we go. And you're coming with us. Apocalypse is no excuse not to grow my channel. Alright. Ryan? Oh no, what's going on here? I don't know why it is like this, but for some reason I've never felt closer to you than now. By the way, could I borrow that new foundation of yours? It really takes the shine of light and life from your cheeks. Really beautiful. I don't know what they got to her. Mom's a zombie too. What the heck is Nan doing here? She's not been turned, so why is she hanging out with our zombie mom? Shh, be quiet. I think that they're bonding. I've always told people that it's not hard to get along with Nan. You just have to be a little deaf inside. But stay still. Let Nan distract Mom. Let's use that to our advantage. What? Can't you see what's happened to Mom? Yes, I can, but there's nothing we can do about it right now. You must find that darn book fast. I suppose you got a point. I hope she'll be alright. Look, I'm as worried as you are, but now we must act, not talk. Can move on. And you with the camera, try to be helpful, okay? You found the book. Let's hurry back to Bob's. Oh, okay. I see. I don't know which one worries me more. Mom noticing us or Nan? Where are they? Haha, I'm here first. Wonderful. I knew you could do it. Can you work with the book? I can't work without it. Everything else is ready. I just need the parameters. Wait, what? You're done already? Making stuff is easy and fast. It's the marketing that takes time. Well, I can't argue with that. How about you start punching in those numbers? We need to work as fast as possible. No punching. It's a very delicate keypad and I have to be careful. Okay. And we're all set. Already? Why didn't you just guess the correct parameters? That would have taken twice the time. That would have just been seconds. We risked our behinds back there. And I'm very grateful for that, seriously. But the turret is now configured to the metric system. All diagnostics check out, so we're basically set. In record time, I might add. This is great and all, but we need a plan B. And probably a plan C, D, and E. I mean, look at us. Plan F would be nice too. Would it really hurt to make plans G to C? How about one backup plan called blowing up the whole darn mine? Yes, I love that. Please tell me more. I used to work at the mine, so I have a pretty clear understanding of what support beams we need to destroy. I like where this is going. I happen to have a truckload of TNT stashed here somewhere. Please, Bob, after this day, don't tell me stuff like that. I don't want to arrest you. Don't worry, I have plenty of explosive stashes around the town that I'm not going to tell you anything about. Great. Wonderful. We have a plan and a backup plan. Not so fast, Cliff. I have TNT, but I'm missing a detonator. Where do we get a detonator? Yeah, they probably don't just lay around waiting to be discovered. Wait a sec. The coffee shop. Yeah, there's a memorial of Butterfly Valley's mining industry, including a detonator. You're right. Clarence wrote an article about it in his toilet paper. The huge picture of himself in the headline was, I, me, mine. That sounds about right. I wonder if it's still in working order. They usually deactivate that kind of device when they go on display. Who's supposed to deactivate it? Packer? So he most likely did nothing. It still works fine? Most likely. Great. Someone just needs to pick it up. You can't go, Cliff. You have to stay here. That's more like it. Of course a reporter this important should be guarded properly. No, it's something like that. I just need someone to sit on this machine and hold it still while I make the last adjustments. You seem to be the right weight. Finally, you find your place in society. I'm proud of you, son. Don't worry, Melvin. We'll handle that thing with a handle in no time. Could you at least take my camera person with you? Jeez, Melvin, I'm not the person you should ask. Yes, you are. A camera person is always ready for some tight reporting. The real question is, are you ready for that kind of professionalism? Those are some strong words coming from a guy who just got hired as a paperweight. Just be safe, okay? Don't worry, brother streamer. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, coffee shop. I don't like how eerie it is. Like, foggy. Go check the cafe. I'll keep a lookout. Well, where am I supposed to look? Where is it? Oh, there it is. I almost spent a second longer here. It's way too quiet. Did you hear that? Oh no, there were zombies upstairs. That's why they didn't want me to go. Girl, if you don't hurry the hell up. I like how the second I went in the door, they all disappeared. That's so funny. What took you so long? I don't know. I just made... I just... Must be way too slow and sloppy. No, wait. Now I remember. It was just the zombie apocalypse. How did you manage to sit on Bob's machine? Did it go okay for you? Hey, we haven't just been sitting here. We've been working hard as well. Oh, come on, Cliff. We just fetched our cars. Nothing dramatic happened. Nothing dramatic happened. I almost died of running away from the nasty undead. Even worse, since my camera person wasn't with me, I lost some serious quality content. Hey, it was you who told your friend to tag along with me. Yes, because Bob told me to. Settle down. This happens in every zombie apocalypse. What exactly? People turning against each other. Zombies can be perceived as a force in nature, but it's the nature of humans to exploit the situation for their own benefit. No, they're siblings. They've always been like this, apocalypse or not. That sure is good to hear. But be careful. Every zombie movie, people arguing like that die in a horrible way. Die in a horrible way? Don't scare my brother. Quite the contrary. I'm simply stating the facts so you can adjust your behavior accordingly. And it seems that you responded immediately by strengthening your bond. Great. There's one more thing and we're done. I need some pure alcohol to prime the sonic coils. Another fetch quest? Another fetch quest? Jeez, I'm done with this running around. Why does there have to be 3 things to get every time? It's just a strange coincidence. I was just kidding. We're ready to roll. Kidding. This is serious. Our lives are hanging by a thread. Yes, this is super serious. That's why we have to make jokes. They help us relieve stress. I can't tell if you're serious or joking. Both, obviously. I just told you so. Enough of the speculative nonsense. Let's get real and blow up some real stuff. Oh, the smell of that TNT sure brings back memories. Are you sure you want to do this, Dad? I've raised 2 monsters. I think I can handle a few more. Monsters? Hey, maybe Lila's like that because I ate her brains as a child. That requires some teeth. According to you, your news streams, you don't seem to have any. Maybe I get lucky and the detonation goes off too early and falling rocks finally give me peace from the endless stupid arguments. Make sure that I'm close by if that happens, okay? Come on, Bob. Get a move on. We don't have all day. I'm trying my best. It's just that there are some differences between a car and a minecart, and those differences exist for a reason. Hey, don't mock the Cliffmobile. I don't think that you can mock a blunt object with no intelligence. What are you talking about? I mock Danny Dumbbell all the time. Anyways, I should have installed this turret the other way around. It'd be much easier to navigate the nose forward. My neck really hurts. Use the mirrors. It's much faster than constantly turning your head. No, it's not, because if I go catatonic, everything gets much slower. How on earth can rearview mirrors make anyone catatonic? Oh, never mind. We don't have time for this. Dear audience, we are now nearing the end of our quest. As me and my team, your team, I don't remember having a vote on who's the leader. Me neither, because I would have voted for those mushrooms before Melvin. Now, we need to keep a high morale and not use our energy for unnecessary power struggles. The fate of Butterfly Valley is on our shoulders. Speaking of shoulders, shut your app and help me with this TNT box. As you very well know, my physique isn't built for manual labor. Well, mine is, and I'm going to demonstrate it pretty quickly if you don't grab the other end of this box right this second. Let's stop this arguing and procrastination. I understand we're all nervous, but there's no reversing now. Quite the contrary, there's plenty of reversing to do, so I'll get right back to it. Darn, my neck is giving me some serious pain. I can't use the mirrors. This is ridiculous. Are you a vampire of some kind? Please, please, please don't be a vampire. My friend is already a cult member and my mom's a zombie, so it'd be really nice if you stay human. I'm not a vampire. I just need a short break. Really? But we're in a hurry. Are we really? I mean, we don't know if the cube-shaped deities follow tight schedules. Give him a break, Cliff. This is a great place to set up some explosives. This particular cave area could easily cause a chain reaction that collapses the whole mine. So I'll keep a lookout then. Wow, you declined a physical job before it was even offered to you? You're a quick learner, son. Thanks, Dad. Wait, that wasn't a compliment. Hey, you with the camera, grab some TNT and spread it on the walls. 3 bundles should do the trick. And be careful with those explosives. That's an expensive camera you're holding. Where do I put it? Where do? Where do they want me to put it? Where do I go? Oh. Okay. Wait, why can't I grab another? So, like, somewhere here? Oh, I grabbed all of them at once. Oh, that didn't make any sense to me, but... Okay. Where else do they want it? I'm following the, you know, the stuff here, but it's not quite going. Where do you want it? Man, where is it telling me to put it? I wish that they would have given me, like, some kind of marker when you right-click. I would have really liked that. Good job. That should get us started. You go on ahead. Me and Lila continue here. Sure, and could you maybe step on it, huh? Step on what? On my dream of getting this job done anytime soon, apparently. Can't you act any faster? Probably not. By the way, when have you switched the car battery on this thing? Don't you worry about it. The Cliffmobile will always perform. No, it won't. It's very likely that one of those occasions is today. The battery is showing signs of quick depletion. So is my patience. Let's go. Okay. Well, what are we doing here? What the heck is this? How come every day we bump into something that we don't even know what it is? Whatever it is, it's blocking our way. There's something familiar with the design. Bob, do you recognize this? Is this really worth turning my sore neck once more? Oh yeah, I remember this. One of my earlier designs. This ring generates an energy field that works as a door. Sadly, the project never took off. I even went to pitch it to Shark Tank. They had the nerve to call it dangerous, so the investments dried up then and there. I sold the prototype online a couple weeks ago. The buyer even paid for fast shipping, which cost much more than the thing itself. Let me guess, the buyer's username was Spud the Stud 42? How did we get it open? I designed a very elegant opening system for the device. Just a few parameters, the force field can be disabled. Do you hate buttons as much as you hate mirrors? Or do you just hate the simple concepts in general? No, I hate burglars. That's why I don't use simple concepts. Could you use this one simple concept called getting out of the car and helping your friends? I'm afraid if I exit the car now, I won't be able to get myself back in. My body is aching from all this reversing. Lucky for us, my trusty camera person is always ready. Search for the control panel. It's somewhere nearby. Opening sequence shouldn't be too complicated. Control panel? I mean, that looks like a control panel to me. What? Circumference? The diameter, and that's the radius, right? Okay, yeah. I I wasn't thinking when I did that. Are there any more surprises ahead of us, Bob? That's an impossible question to answer. They aren't surprises if I'm aware of them in advance. What I'm trying to ask is, have you sold anything else online that we might find down here? Sure, my waders, for example. Waders? You mean those rubber pants that go up to your chest that fishermen use? Yes, they would make a perfect outfit in this damp environment. Gosh, why do I never learn to keep my mouth shut? My bet is that you're a very curious person. That's probably why you work as a news reporter. Or could it be some childhood trauma that makes you hungry for attention? Something quite sinister, even. Jesus, stop talking and let's go. This is getting intense. Something quite serious was going on since you got out of the car, Bob. There sure is. The car battery's almost dead. Uh-oh. There's power only for a single sonic blast, so we need to make a count. There are always problems with your devices. The only problem my device has is that it's been installed onto your car. There's better ways to take care of that vehicle than giving it a funny name. Hey, keep it down. We don't want to be swatted by the cube. Don't worry about that. The cube won't consider us as a threat. Oh? How come? I've sprayed our team with pheromones I extracted from my samples. The cube has no idea we're here. So that's the source of the smell. Thank goodness it's not me. The pheromones don't have any smell. Okay, forget what I said then. Let's carry on with the plan to destroy this thing, okay? We need to conserve as much power as possible. The automatic targeting system is out of the question, so we need to get coordinates manually. What do you mean? Luckily, I've come prepared. I have a device that can gather targeting data and patch it through to the turret. The device has a limited range, so you need to be very close to the cube. I also need someone with actual skills to relay the coordinates to me so that I can feed them into the manual targeting array. I can do that. Yes, you can, but you'll most likely fail. Our good officer here is much more qualified for this task. I'm not even quite sure what I'm supposed to do, but thanks. Great, I need one more person to get close to the cube. Any volunteers? Not it. I think you should somewhat refine your negotiation skills. How come? Nade brought me really good results. Again. Once again, I'm asking you for some help, kiddo. I promised this is the last time, but you are working for Cliffs, so... The turret fires immediately after the data is received, so be prepared to run. I have no idea how the cube reacts under threat. What's the situation? Ready to blast the cube? How's everything on your end? We're done here. Start making your way outside. We'll blast the cave shut on our way out. Roger, good luck. Oh my god, we're fucking up the cube right now. Let's do this. Okay. Are we ready, gang? Are we ready to do this? Wait, is this arrow keys? That didn't go the way I was expecting. I thought you had everything under control. Instead of one big problem, we now have several little ones. The first step of the problem solving is splitting the problem into smaller problems that can be solved more easily. Thank goodness we have a backup plan. Last one hits the detonator, okay? Affirmative. So that is me, and I have to hit it. And I'm a little scared because I don't remember where the detonator is, but it's okay. The detonator. The detonator. Oh shit, dude. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Oh god.
Day 7. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Still holding the camera? I don't know about you guys, but I think we were having a blast. This hero of ours sure did a swell job shining that cave system for good. Hey, that was a team effort. We all contributed. Sure, but remember who triggered the detonator. The final courage that was needed for that detonation came from the great example I've set during the last few days. Hey, I think our baseless boasting is waking someone up. You gave us quite a scare. Are you alright? Yeah, that's good to hear. Now I don't have to fire you. I don't have the health insurance for you, and if I don't have health insurance for you, and if you get hurt, I unfortunately have to pretend that I've never known you. That'd be a real shame since I've started to like you. Just for curiosity, how long is the time period between I like you kid and I like you enough to not to treat you like a slave laborer? Hey, I'm not the one turning people into zombies around here. My companions always have a right to choose between working for free and not getting paid. Interesting as this is, we're not done yet. Agreed. We need to check the townsfolk. And there's still people who we need to bring to justice. Just a bunch of loose ends we need to tie up. Speaking of which, you better get on your own feet. You better get on your feet, we have a job to do. I really need to emphasize the word feet because the Cliffmobile is under a pile of rubble. Are you still sad about your car? Let's just take a moment to appreciate the sacrifices that sweet vehicle made to save us all. Oh, come on. I gave the piece of junk to you a few weeks ago. You told me you hated it. Our time together was indeed short, but the precious memories will last for a lifetime. A hero has fallen, and we need to appreciate the sacrifice. I was about to take that car to the junkyard, remember? It was on life support. Sweet dreams, king of pickups. Are you done? I'd like to get going. We need to see if the town is secured. Yes, I'm done. Sorry I allowed my emotions to get the best of me in these difficult times of massive gratitude. I'm going to the police station to put an APB on Clarence, Danny, and Pecker. Cliff, could you make a tour of the town? Sure thing. Let's meet up at the station once you're done. I also went to see my mom, so let's start there. I hope she's de-zombified. Or at least eaten Nan alive to spare us from her moaning. Okay, let's go see his mom. Hey, what's going on here? Cheers. Glad to see you're okay. Bob told me you saved us all. After that kind of experience, you really start to question your choices. You figure out what's important. For me, it's this private playground I built for myself. I've been saving for this for years. It's got everything. It's all for me. Just for me. How cool is that? Can you imagine? They said I was saving up for some shady purposes when I said I'd spend my savings on a playground for myself. They can eat that red herring. I was hiding a whole night from the undead, so a few gossipy villagers ain't gonna scare me from fulfilling my dream any longer. That is kind of a cool little playground, isn't it? Can I get out of here? Okay, cool. Where's... Hey, you with the camera. You can be my witness. Witness? Why do you need a witness? Well, I can say with some confidence that vegetables are bad for you. Well, the recent events haven't really worked in favor of them. Worked in their favor? Those things almost killed us. Not all vegetables. They are a menace to society. Listen, sweetie, you're resorting to circular reasoning. Not this again. Just because some vegetables had questionable side effects, don't mean that all of them are the same. I will never eat another carrot in my life, that's for sure. We should have stockpiled on candy, just like I said. Can't believe I lost this one. I don't think you lost. I hope you're not going to cause any more ballyhoo around here. It'll take weeks to take care of this mess. I have to coordinate everything. At least the town is safe. I heard it was all thanks to you. Yes. That's great and all, but next time, maybe do it a bit tidier, yes? You practice those journalistic skills I mentioned earlier? Yes. Great. I have a feeling you're going to need them soon. Take care of yourself, okay? I mean, if something happens to you, it'll probably cause even more mess that I have to take care of. Just remember what you've learned and you'll be fine. Oh my god, what's going on? Something up there? What happened up there? Okay, I'm sure we'll find out soon. I just wanted to walk around and see what these little yellow arrows were. Where's his mom's house? Oh, it's here, isn't it? It's this one that I kind of passed up on accident. Mom, are you alright? Melvin, I mean, Cliff. Hold on, my headphones just turned off. I sure am. I just couldn't remember anything from last night. Abby came here for a chat. We ate some pumpkin pie that Mrs. Riverbend sent me. You ate that. I hate pumpkins more than life, and that's a lot. This morning I woke up on my TV chair and Abby was still here. We had a lot of catching up to do. You sure did. Do you want to stay another night? No way. You've changed, Rose. Yesterday I could feel how close we were, but this morning, it's just vanished. Yesterday you just really listened and were really compassionate about my feelings regarding death. But today you're like all the others, full of life. I hate that. So I guess we're back to normal here, whatever that means. But, Mom, are you aware that you were a zombie yesterday? Sure, hun. It doesn't bother you? Well, it's not my first time turning into something horrible. Remember that time when I was selling that Prepperware stuff around the neighborhood? I remember being thrown with plastic containers every day to school. So yeah, kind of. Are you okay, Rose? Have you noticed any lasting effects? No, I think I'm fine. How about you? It's kind of weird to see you two having a conversation and not shouting contest. Does this mean you're getting back together? Near-death experiences sometimes make people reassess their values. Don't be silly, dear. I got my brain functions back this morning, not the other way around. Nope, I just survived an apocalypse and I sure ain't gonna start another one with your mother. That's a relief. Okay, me and Nan are getting back to the farm. Don't forget that glowing barrel of yours. Wait, what is she talking about? Oh, you know Nan, she has her senior moments. You wimp, admit it. You have a glowing barrel behind those bushes. Dad, what the heck? We're supposed to get rid of that manure. You see what it does? Cliff, I understand you, but maybe if we use it in moderation, it'll be safe? There were a few barrels outside the cave. I couldn't help it, I snatched one. Without it, my farm will never support us. Then I'll be the one who destroyed the Beaverton farm. Please, Dad. If you use that manure, everything just starts all over again. Like I've told you before, I'm pretty much out of options. No, you're not. If that's what it takes, I can work at the farm. There, you have it. I'd rather degrade myself to physical work than let you degrade yourself with Clarence anymore. You may be stubborn, bitter geezer, would have had enough of that supreme troll harassing you. You know what? You're right. I don't need that manure. What I need is some better business partners and a healthy relationship with my family. Not some otherworldly god goo. Oh my little man is growing up so fast. So is my little X-Man. That's the spirit, Dad. Maybe a hardware Bob can help you. That's actually a great idea. Bob's near magic technical skills, you probably won't be needing me getting physical, so... Well, he ain't growing that fast after all. Give Cliff a break, Haas. This is a big thing for him. And for you as well. I know you two. Now escape this short moment of vulnerability and sensitivity to regular men's feeling avoiding activities like dirty jokes and punching each other. You're right. Thank you, Cliff. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Thanks, Dad. Although, I forgot to mention again that our stream is on and all this has once again gone online. I'm sorry. I don't care. Those internet folks are so weak that they can't handle a grown man loving his son. So be it. So all I had to do to make you two stand up for each other was turn into a zombie? Could we please go already? My chances of dying are much higher inside a moving car than in the garden. Okay, everything seems to be in order here. Mom mentioned Mrs. Riverbend, so let's check on her next. We're just wrapping up some loose ends here, I guess. We're truly just checking everybody out. Greetings, Mrs. Riverbend. How has life been treating you? From the looks of it, you survived the zombie apocalypse unharmed. So it seems. Me and Mr. Wilson had some pumpkin pie yesterday. What do you know, we found ourselves chasing some campers in the woods and trying to eat them. Yes, it was quite a ride, I might say. Thank Mother Nature for us being so old and slow, we never did catch anyone. I'm strictly vegetarian, so it would have been such a shame. I can't wait to tell all this to my wolf roommate. I bet we bond more than ever now that I've also hunted some humans. Dear viewers, I think that it's now proven that not fully understanding what's going on might actually somewhat protect you during crises. Well, we took care of the source of all this, so things are back to normal. Let's stay away from eating that pumpkin. So might do you some harm. Did you call the fire department, Mrs. Riverbend? No, I've been here for a while now. Greetings, Captain Morales. What do you mean that you've been here for a while? Are you streaming at the moment? We always are. Well, what the heck, here's some news for you. Originally, I panicked and used the fire truck to climb up here to be safe. Then I decided to meditate and face my difficult feelings and eat some veggies to get myself back together. Unfortunately, the only thing to eat up here was that very same pumpkin. So I turned into a zombie, and since zombies can't use ladders, I got stuck up here. I didn't feel bad or anything while being a zombie. I was just numb and constantly hungry for unethical snacks. So it felt pretty much like binge watching reality TV while eating chicken wings. And then I woke up normal in the morning, hearing these two coming back from the forest, and being happy for being too old for effective cannibalism. And that's pretty much the whole story here. It's amazing how that story is at the same time totally exceptional and quite boring, to be honest. I don't understand why people always expect me to jump into action to save the day. It's quite stressful. It might have something to do with you being a town fireman, don't you think? Yeah, but people just don't understand the very basics. What causes fires and accidents and all that? People doing stuff. If they just sit down and observe more and concentrate on their breathing, everything would be better. Like in my case, because I was forced to stay put, I couldn't harm anyone by eating their brains. What do we do to deserve the only Zen Buddhist firefighter on the whole planet? Dear viewers, I think everyone has the right to their beliefs, and civil servants are no exception. But Captain Morales did once tell people inside a building full of smoke to just take deep breaths. Hey, it's very important to stay calm during dangerous situations. Well, they sure were calm because they all passed out. Anyways, can you climb down now? The zombies are well gone. I know, I'm not here to hide, I'm working. This vegetable is a problem to the city infrastructure and must be dealt with. How about some explosives? We've solved a lot of problems with those lately. Of course you could. Well, of course you do because you don't have the patience to find non-violent solutions. That's why you should meditate more. That's right. You tell him, Captain. Cliff, you have a lot to learn about this deeply wise man of peace and serenity. Thanks, Mrs. Riverbend. Do you think that you could teach a wolf some principles of nonviolent action? I have to say that you three form a perfect, eternal cycle of stupidity. But since it seems to generate news that's a side product of that stupidity, I don't complain. There's nothing stupid about peace and love, Cliff. Although, when it comes to gardening, next time I'll rely more on those and less on unknown chemicals. Good to hear. Would you like to have some pumpkin pie before you go? I'd love some! Don't eat it, we literally discussed this 3 minutes ago. Oh, that's true. Sorry, Cliff. So no pie for me? What a downer. Okay, let's get out of here before this unholy trinity of short-term thinking cooks up a brand new catastrophe. Let's check out if Doug's okay. Not that I'm very into that discussion, but he is my best friend after all. Hello, Doug. Hello, ex-friend. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I'm here to check if you're okay. I'm perfectly fine. No need to use those precious brain resources of yours on worrying about my well-being. Come on, Doug, we just survived an apocalypse. Doesn't that put some things in perspective? What do you mean? We've been friends for ages, and I don't want an ideology to come between us. What ideology? The teachings of the Metric House, of course. The ones you were quite fanatical about when we last talked. Oh, that? No, that's gone. What? I reevaluated my belief system and decided that the slaving cult that turns people into zombies is not part of my worldview. So, we're cool then? Oh? Oh, so that's what our argument was about. I couldn't remember what happened, so I decided to stay mad just in case. You know, if it was something serious. What? Just in case? You were pretty deep in their teachings. Yes, I was, and their teachings of the metric system were great. That system makes so much more sense than the cobbled up imperial system. But all the critical thinking and changing my worldview led to this apocalyptic event, so I'll stay away from that from now on. Just go with the flow. Don't use your brains, follow the herd. Because even if something does go wrong with that, no one can particularly blame you. What a relief. From all the convoluted learnings I've heard during the last few days, that must be the most nonsensical one. But I'm glad to hear you're not angry with me anymore. So, can we be friends again? Sure, I'd like that. Since you're my friend, I'd love to tell you about the Satan worshipping. Satan worshipping? Yeah, it's this movement I researched online. Another belief system? No, believing. This is the real deal. It's getting super popular, and they even have celebrities, so it checks like go with the masses box nicely. Well, good for you. Let's talk about it later, okay? Fair enough. We all need to search for the answers deep within. By the way, I've reinstated your personal discounts. A meaty seal for our friendship. Thanks, Doug. Let's hang out next week. You still haven't beaten me in cock soccer. Thanks for reminding me. I need to grind my skills. And Cliff, one more thing. Even though I decided to be angry with you, I still watch some of your streams. They've gotten significantly better. You've changed. You don't jabber endlessly and artificially hype up the situations anymore. You're just talk. Honestly. And straight to the point. I like that. Sometimes I even like it more than what those Satan worshippers say. You make more sense. Dear viewers, when you get feedback like this from a respected member of your community, it really makes the real journalist feel good. Really good, actually. Thanks, Doug. I really needed that. See you soon. It seems that everybody's pretty much alright. Let's head to the police station. Hey, I can go over here. You haven't seen Clarence around lately? Nope. I hope he turns up somewhere. He needs to pay his tab. He's been bad-mouthing my coffee for years, but luring a horde of zombies in my shop was the last straw. Then some knuckleheads had the guts to tell me that there's two sides to the story. No, there isn't. There isn't a side of that story where my shop isn't ruined by a pack of the undead. You have no idea how messy zombies are. It'll take days to clean everything. The only good thing is that we don't have a health inspector in town. Want to buy a cup of coffee? Heck no. Suit yourself. You don't know what you're missing. By the way, do you have any idea where the detonator is? No. On the other hand, who cares? That stupid display didn't exactly boost my revenue. If I could have trapped one of those zombies, that would have been interesting. I mean, they all would have turned back because you killed the OG. You know? We're back. Everything seems to be pretty much okay. Unfortunately, not everything. No one has seen Clarence or his goons. Did you see them? Nope, but I'm sure we'll find Clarence sitting comfortably in his mansion. I'm not sure if he's comfortable. Did you notice what happened to the Herald? What? No, I had no time for that. It's nowhere to be found. He's never missed a deadline. Where's all this heavenly light and angelical music coming from? I don't notice anything, so it must be your brain reacting to new information you like very, very much. But don't draw too big conclusions. This might be a minor hiccup. Minor hiccup emerging from a belly full of indigestible trouble. A tip of the iceberg that sinks Clarence's rusty cruise liner. Oh my god, that sentence is so rough. We got him. Now let's lock him up. Rix, what do you think? Do we have enough to bring him down? I think we have a rock-solid case against him. Let's just hope he complies and doesn't start a ruckus. I am a bit concerned. Hector's also missing. And no sign of Danny Dumbbell. Weird that on this one instance, that's a bad thing. I better equip myself with 3 sets of handcuffs. How about some rope? I've heard that Clarence has always had secret ambitions to work as a piñata. Let's take care of this in a civilized manner. I know you're aching for a spectacle, but even Clarence deserves some dignity. Snow barbed wire, electric eels, or waterboarding him with our local coffee shop products? Well, that last one might be too extreme for punishment, even for Clarence. No Black Ops stuff anymore. We don't need it. He tried to fool me and Lila and Bob. We want payback for messing with the local business. With the local businesses. Rix is a good cop who protects her people. You're a fearless journalist always hungry for truth. And I know how it is to get on Lila's bad side when it's about the TV remote. I don't even want to know what kind of arsenal Bob has for covering our backs, but I know that he'll protect us without hesitation. This is all we need. Decent people doing their best for the community and for the truth. Let's stick to that and leave all those murky waters to Clarence. Jeez, I can see where Cliff got some of his eloquence. That's a heck of a speech, Haas. Yeah, Dad, that was some good stuff. I'm being sincere here. Thanks, but I'd still rather be a farmer than a motivational speaker. Those people are like the internet becoming flesh. I don't mind if Clarence decides to resist arrest a bit. I'm more than ready for that. First of all, I'm the only one permitted to use force in this situation. That's not a good thing since I'm missing my partner. Secondly, be careful with what you wish for. We've been through worse. He's just a delusional old fossil trying to make a quick buck, who might be backed up by a corrupt police officer. And with a man. I don't know if Danny Dumbbell has ever mentioned this to you, but he happens to be the only true man in Butterfly Valley. How cool is the destiny to throw such an unstoppable masculine force our way? You were a horse 2 days ago, so we ain't exactly got the dream team either. The defendant The definitive difference with me being a horse and Dumbo being an alpha male is that I know I'm not a horse. I can't believe that I have to tell you the very same thing I had to tell you when you were every friggin' day when you were a kid. Just stop talking, get in the car. Yeah, that's right. I also can't believe that after 30 years I still have to tell you to stop one-upping your brother and get in the car as well. Yes, Dad. Yes, Dad. You know these people who are so melancholic about the fact their kids grew up and left home? Yep, I envy those people to death, because mine never grew up or left home. Truer words have probably never been spoken. Let's go. Ooh, I'm tired of talking. Okay, everybody, put your game faces on. Let's finish this. Bob, why do you keep opening your mouth? This is my game face. Remember that one game from the 80s where you had to eat those mazes empty while being hunted by ghosts? I can also make a bouncy plumber face for you, too. That takes some time because I have to grease my mustache. Okay, Bob. Bob takes a serious face, and everyone else takes a game face. Cliff? Yes? I'm quite nervous about this. I don't have any backup if things go south. Yes, you do. There's 6 of us. Even with Pecker and Dumbbell helping him, Clarence is seriously underpowered. I don't know. Somehow, I have a very bad feeling about this. Bad feeling about finally getting justice? After all these years, we got him. For good? And you're worried? This is a moment of truth. A moment of celebration. That's right. Stay on the channel and tell your friends to subscribe. We are nearing the epic conclusion. Do you know what happens to people who skin the bear before it's killed? I bet that they get seriously brutalized by that bear. Good luck that we're on a much easier job here. Let's go already. Alright. What did you say, Mrs. Badge? That Rick's is still the police officer here and calls the shots, not the reporter guy? And you happen to agree, Mrs. Handgun? How nice both of you support me. I get it. Fine, I'll stay in line. Thanks. The situation is tense enough as it is. If it isn't the hack and the ragtag crew of misfits, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be safely locked up? Quite the contrary. It's you who should be behind bars. Oh my god. I'm not going to waste any time on this conversation. Sergeant Pecker, arrest these fools. Of course, boss. Not so fast. We've uncovered a significant amount of evidence proving your connections to the Metric House and the recent catastrophic events at Butterfly Valley. That's fake news. Nobody's going to believe those lies you spew online. Nice try, buddy. We got dozens of statements from the townsfolk that confirm what Bob just said. We didn't just sit on our computers cooking up lies. We went and we did proper old-school reporting. I suggest you try it too, but you probably wouldn't like it anyway. As a representative of the law enforcement, I can confirm that we have enough evidence to arrest all 3 of you on suspicion of multiple serious crimes. And what are you going to do about it, Toots? Let us free in the forest like you did with that badger? That's the problem with girls. You're afraid to use deadly force, unlike us men. That destiny of yours is absolutely ridiculous. What? How can you say that? That's hate speech. Pecker, arrest her. She's violating my rights. Why is someone protecting me from these aggressive rhetorics? That's just mean. You're a meanie pants. I hate you, you stupid girl. That sure was easy. I hope I don't have to use deadly force and tell him those cowboy boots look even more stupid. They do? Oh, jeez, I can't handle this. Help me, guys. Where are my bros when I most need them? Is this a demonstration good enough to show how desperately outnumbered you are? Outnumbered, you say? Oh, Cliff, like I said earlier, there's so much you still haven't learned. Even on my own, I'm never outnumbered. Just watch. What the fuck? What the fuck? Trollins? Oh my god. What? As you can see, the substance you mock as manure is very useful on a multitude of occasions. Boys, your turn. Take a sip. You brought 3 pairs of handcuffs, right, Rix? I'd like mine to be put on right now, thank you. You can mock my hat all night long. That's a small price for being in the safety of jail. Outstanding bravery, lads. Well, you know what they say about rats and sinking ships. I don't. Even though it's pretty strange to open a discussion about road behavior in a situation like this, I'd really like to hear about that one. At least this once I can say to you with absolute confidence that this is not the time, Bob. Start walking. We'll pick you up when we're done here. I should have expected this kind of weakness from you. Everybody in this town is weak. I don't need you. I don't need anyone. I can take care of you clowns in this whole stupid town on my own. Words of a man who loves his community more than anything else. What are we gonna do, Cliff? There's an actual troll staring right at us. I think we need more than quips to bring him down. You're right. I have a great plan ready for this exact kind of situation. Run! Oh. Don't panic, stay calm. Remember that small print on the contract you never read, which I signed for you? How could I? Well, said you're obliged to moderate our stream's channel feedback in case of any trolling. If I really stretch that contract clause, it is your job to fight Clarence. Don't you worry, we're gonna help you. We can shout all kinds of encouraging stuff while he's pummeling you on the ground. I think I have an idea. Spell it out. If sharing has ever been caring, it's today. I happen to own a satellite with a pretty powerful laser beam. I think we can use it to our advantage. A satellite? Who wants an actual satellite? Someone who can easily hack Cold War era super secret space weaponry, of course. Isn't that pretty obvious? I just checked. The laser seems to be operational just fine. That camera of yours works as a targeting device. Just point it at Clarence and hold it still for a few seconds. You know what they say about trolls? Never start an argument with one if you're not sure you can win. Let's have a little wager, shall we? I'll bet the Herald circulation against your puny subscribers. Whoever runs short of an audience first, loses. That's not fair, I've just started my channel. Numbers don't lie, prepare to die. Don't let me down, buddy. You can do this.
Final news.
Final news? Oh, ow. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do here? I thought I was supposed to, like, hold it still in him. Oh, this. Got it. So I need to be, like, far enough away. Oh my god, dude. This sucks. Because he's not standing still. What is this? Oh, jeez. Outnumbered, was it? Pathetic. I didn't know you could have negative subscriber base, but you learn something new every day. It's a perfect example of your so-called popularity. Hey, stop harassing my friend! The very same friend you just watched to get mauled by me and did absolutely nothing to stop it. I can't handle every single detail by myself while working on the operative lead. That really seems to be the case with you, Cliff. You lead these people to danger time after time to do your work for you. You never ever put out your own neck. Says the guy who turned the whole town into zombies so we could get even more rich and powerful. That's not true. Well, technically you're right, because the last two guys you wanted to turn into hideous trolls instead of zombies. But I still don't think that gives you the great leverage to lecture me about workers' rights. And you have that leverage? Tell me, how much of your stream's channel income goes to the so-called friend of yours? We've had some starting difficulties. Besides, we're not about the money, we're about the truth. And that's the very thing you're wrong about. Because it's never about the truth, it's always about the community. People don't give a rat's behind about the truth of everything. Oh, I didn't read that. That's why I've established myself a firm position in this town. That's why you're struggling with basic income and relationships. All these friends of yours, they'd rather take full economical support from you than tell the truth. Including your camera person. Truth doesn't provide bread. They really hate your guts for all this truth nonsense, but don't have the courage to tell you to stop. That's not true. But it is true. You know it yourself. It's not true. Don't you dare talk about my son like that. Come on, Haas. You know that he's good for nothing. You said it yourself. Yes, I did, and I was wrong, because I didn't know him well enough. He left the farm and made your life miserable. If Cliff would have stayed on the farm, his life would have been miserable. And no father wishes that for their own children. I'd rather let them do their own stupid things and be unhappy while doing my stupid things. At least Cliff had the courage to tell both you and me that he doesn't agree with us. Haas is right. Cliff has his problems, but he doesn't use the whole town as a tool for pumping his ego like you do. Well, at least not that much that he used to. Cliff almost destroyed your career. No, I almost destroyed it. That's the truth I had to face. I should have handled that Badger situation better. I was angry with Cliff for that for a long time, but he's changed and so have I. And that's something you can't just do. You just can't do. Sorry. You don't change for the better, you turn yourself into a monster. Why are you totally capable people defending this tired pile of self-centeredness and refusal of letting go of his naive dreams? Because I know something you'll never learn. Oh, very nice dramatic timing. Thank you, I agree. And what is that thing I'll never learn? That you need both. You need both the truth and care for your community, because in the end, they are the very same thing. Wow, I can't talk today. People have to know what's happening around them because it affects their well-being in many ways. If you really care about this community, you tell them the truth and let them decide what's good for them. It's not about the Butterfly Valley, it's about you. That's why you constantly lie for your own benefit and for the town's loss. That's why you can't beat us. We will win because we can tell each other unpleasant truths because they will make us into better persons. Right, guys? Yeah. For example, when I tell you that deodorant is not illegal to buy in the state, you can improve yourself to be a less stinky person. Right. And did you know that most of the bathroom doors close all the way because they're kind of designed to silence the noises coming from the toilet? Right. Oh, and please explain to me what have all those classical pop songs ever done to you that you have to mistreat them in such a brutal manner when we're on a car trip? Okay, I think we've proven our point here. I'm so happy to hear that you have read at least 2 self-help books to spread all that priceless wisdom around. Too bad that from the very inside, we can never change. Or how is it with the payment for your employee, Cliff? Well, this situation sorts itself out as soon as I get the ball rolling, which is very soon, I might add. Then it'll be a completely different story. That's what I thought. I taught you well. A tiny part of me is actually proud of you. We're nothing alike! Oh yeah, we are. We're very much alike when it comes to money and ultimately to power. Because money is power, and you just keep on dangling that power above your worker like a piece of carrot. I don't blame you. I did the very same thing with you, and it kept you busy for months on end. You know what? Hey kid, get up on your feet. I have this very important job for you. Celebrate our very first permanent employee in local news. I'll pay you a $100 bonus for shooting something that might as well be the news clip for this year. What might that be? You'll know it in about 5 seconds, Bob. Make it 10, but yeah, everything's set. What? That was pretty epic, don't you think? What the fuck is that? Man, air support is nice, but space support rocks. Thank goodness for Bob and his unnumbered illegal activities. Although now we need a little more low-tech gear. We need to tie Clarence up before he wakes up. What the heck is that thing? Is that a goose? It's the size of a giraffe. Any other week this would be huge news. This week, dear viewers, check that goose out quickly if that's your thing. Are you alright? Perfectly fine. Not you. Yes. That's good to hear. You're a hero, you know. Come on, everybody. We're wasting time here. I want to get Clarence all chained up before he wakes up. Because Cliff's right. We better start working. Oh my god, he's riding a goddamn goose. You think this is over? Who said that? You're doomed. Oh, come on, pick a thing. Do you want to be scary or ride on that weird pet of yours? You can't really do both. Together we will destroy you. Man, that's some tough-looking bird. What should we call it? Oh, I know. Duck Norris. I don't want to nitpick, but that's clearly Goose. Maybe it's Goosely. Nice one, Rix. Silence. Prepare to your quick death. Don't you mean your quack death? Maybe we should brainstorm some roundhouse kicks instead of jokes. Okay, fine. Clarence, you better get out that high bird or face the consequences. However, I have a proposition to make. We should settle our scores like the civilized people we are. What do you propose? Instead of force, we'll use our wits. This time, we'll take you down as a team. Very well. Gather your forces. The more the merrier. Assemble my team. Oh. Oh my god. Okay.
Final news.
Final news. If Amanda's not ready to get physical and bulldoze weak people out of the way, he's never gonna thrive. I just did what needed to be done. Oh, so you're setting standards to humanity by health? It's ableism. You're putting a bar so low that it's getting near the core of the earth. Oh, God. Argue. That zombie debacle was just a freak accident. You can't blame anyone for it. Certainly not me. It was a fault of the system. Oh, man. Dismantling all these strawmen is going to leave a huge mess. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Argue. You think those stupid videos of yours will make any kind of difference? People have always read their news on a proper paper. Your channel is doomed to fail. Wow, wow. Easy with all that slippery slope. Your argument would hold if you put it at such an inclined base. Oh no, I keep fucking up. Heal? You think you have everything figured out, don't you? You think people will believe your crazy claims? they'll think you're crazy. Defensiveness. Might as well live in the 19th century. Oh, we got him! Gaslighting! Gaslighting! I wasn't calling the shots, I was just following orders. You'll find the ones responsible elsewhere. Red herring. Where's the aquarium where you breed all these red herrings? Oh no. I need to heal.
Untitled Goose Attack.
What? Oh no. Untitled Goose Attack? You need to heal again. You're not seeing the broader picture here. You're biased and favor your interpretation of the events over mine. Own conclusions. We can draw our own conclusions and fill in the gaps because even the stuff next to the gaps is full of holes. No, I keep picking the wrong answers. No. Oh my god, this is so funny. That cube you saw was just a bargain Halloween prop bought from the convenience store. There's something special about holiday decorations. Oh my gosh, I actually kind of want to look up what these things are. Hold on, I'm actually gonna look this up really quick. Cognitive bias, perhaps? Okay, alternative truth and what is the shock doctrine? Those are pretty difficult words. Oh shit, I picked the wrong one again. Oh man, I'm not gonna make this, am I? If Amanda's not ready to get physical, ableism. Oh, it's like literally repeating because I can't do it. I'm just gonna heal again, and then he'll argue with me. Gaslighting. Yeah, get him, get him. You're all dumb as boot and annoying as heck. Ad hominem. Okay. Wow. You are victorious. It's so loud. Oh my god. This is how we take care of our overgrown gnomes in Butterfly Valley style. Dear viewers, our team has just single-handedly saved the future of our beloved town. Care to comment, team? You did good, son. Yeah, awesome job, Cliff. Thanks, but truth be told, we all contributed. None of us could have pulled this off by ourselves. You have no idea how long I waited to show Clarence who's the boss around here. You're preaching to the choir, Bob. You're in a choir together? That's super cool. Can I join? I think you already have. What do we do now? How about we call the National Guard to give Clarence the proper Area 51 treatment he deserves? Sounds about right. Surprise, jerks. Yikes! You thought this was over? I'm just getting started. Bottoms up. You know, drinking even more never improves the situation. Everybody get to the car!
Final news.
Final. Is everyone alright? For now, but you guys should have waited for me to get inside the car. Just hang in there, Cliff. Thanks for the advice, but I wasn't gonna stop hanging on anyways. Oh, Cliff is hanging off of the car! What are we gonna do? Cliff might fall off on any second. Quickly, without the plan, this thing will turn into a wild goose chase. Oh wait, it already did. On the other hand, this car will go much faster without that bad pun machine hanging from our rear. Stop it, we're in such a tight spot that I don't even have time to yell at you. You'll be goose food in no time. I'll use your skulls as pencil holders. Jeez, man, who uses pencils in journalism nowadays? Let's actually use our bones to build a table for your fax machine. Your skins will be used to make a sofa cushion. Leather sofas? Your love for the 80s is way scarier than this whole troll thing. I don't think that making him angry will benefit us. That's correct. Driving faster is the thing that will benefit us. I'm going as fast as I can. Go faster, I can feel like Goose's breath on my neck. Jeez, suddenly the theory that birds and dinosaurs are basically the same animal feels extremely believable. What are we gonna do? We're gonna outrun those abominations. I have an idea. We're near the old quarry. There's some elevations that we can use to our advantage. What? Old horse and quarry? That's miles away and I'm barely hanging on. Well done, the only option is to suck it up, soldier. Darn. Dear viewers, we are fighting fiercely for our lives here. Oh, and one more thing. You remember the thing with me and mirrors? Not this again. See, I have a phobia regarding cars and mirrors. A phobia on mirrors? How can one even develop one? Easily if he works 10 years for government black ops like I did. And mirror phobia is not even on the list of the top 10 worst drawbacks of that job. So you can build all these near magic covert ops devices but can't take a look of yourself in your mirror? That sounds like a military career, true. Don't overinterpret my phobia as strictly limited to car mirrors. Even that's because of one specific interrogation tactic that backfired a little bit. That sounds pretty uncomfortable on this guy hanging from the back of a pickup truck. I feel like I'm starting to develop a phobia of constant ambiguous surprises in your life story. Well, at this very moment I'm trying to save you from getting eaten by an oversized wildfowl, so try to keep that in mind. Okay, Fowl, you have to help our mirror-restricted friend on this one and give him orders on how to avoid that goose gone loose. Move the car left or right. Are you up to it? Oh my god. Okay. I need you to be on your beak performance. Cliff, that goose sounds pretty angry. I think it's going to attack any second. Just drive to the quarry and listen to my coworker. We'll be fine. Oh my god. Oh my god. How? What? How am I supposed to avoid anything? What is this? Okay. Okay. Oh my god, dude. Okay. How am I supposed to move on that? Oh, Jesus. Okay. This is so crazy. It's like... Bob, hit the brakes! Fly, you fool! Whoa. Well, from all my working weeks that end with a mushroom cloud, this one might just be my favorite. I've seen trolls explode online when they lose, but apparently it applies to real life as well. I can't believe I missed it. I sincerely hope that you got that on video. Yes. Awesome. Keep on going like this and I might start soon paying you. I mean, paying you more than I do now. Sheesh, this whole salary thing is sure gonna take me some time to get used to. There's worse things you could be getting used to right now. If you'd had stuck with Clarence as a young journalist, you could be a troll right now. Of course, I would have been hanging out with losers like Pecker and Dumbbell and getting used to wearing an atrocious cowboy hat. Oh, the horror. By the way, sure was nice of them to walk down to the police station, lock themselves in, and send us a picture. Yep, even though Pecker told me that it wasn't easy. That farm boy of yours kept insisting that the position had already been taken. Could you please keep him? Sorry, Haas. I may owe you one, but I'm not going to pay my debts by illegally imprisoning an innocent man. Well, I think that goes as one of the necessary changes in the Butterfly Valley Police Force. Wait, did anyone ask Clarence what the whole... What was the idea of this whole even plan? Where did the cube come from, or what was that thing anyway? Where is Matrixia Moss now, and how is the cult formed? And why did Clarence turn all those people into zombies, and why did he want to sell those zombifying vegetables? Did anyone ask him about any of these things? Nope. Dang, that would have been sort of important. Sort of important. I guess I still have a thing or two to learn about journalism. I got kind of swept away by all those crazy things going on, didn't really pay attention to the bigger picture. Never mind, I'm sure that eventually we'll find out. Can I say once more how awesome all of you were? Rix, you'd make a great reporter. Thanks, you'd be a great police officer. Yes, but you're still an awful farmer. The joke's on you, because I'll be helping on the farm from now on, and all my mistakes are your problem then. What? No way. Dad, tell Cliff that he can't help on the farm. Sure, after 20 years of trying to get him to help us, that's the first thing I'm gonna do. Doing something that is both right and totally annoying for my sister? Did I just die in that explosion and went to heaven? No, clearly I died and went straight to the other place downstairs. I wish that was the case for me, but here I am alive and well, to listen to your endless arguments. Family happiness. Nothing beats that. So, what's next? Nothing. That's the beauty of following through and getting things done. We can relax and kick back for a while. I just wonder, who's gonna replace Clarence? What do you mean? Well, he was the local power figure and controlled everything. If I've learned anything from my previous job of overthrowing foreign governments, someone will always step up and take that place. You're right. Darn, that's totally gonna happen. Well, I got myself a news channel. I can make any newcomer's life a total nightmare. But obviously I'm not gonna do that, because then it's me who's gonna be the new Clarence. Luckily that's never gonna happen, because I got my friends and family to keep my feet on the ground. That's right. And besides, you're way too poor to become Clarence. And lazy. You could create a plan for taking over the town, but the execution, never gonna happen. Thanks, guys. I knew that I could count on you. Anytime, brother streamer. My dear viewers, this is local news with Cliff Rockslide. Thank you for watching.
It's a wrap. Game completed.
We are done here. Thanks for following and subscribing. Wow, that was awesome. Okay, yeah, some of the writing stuff makes sense because this was awesome. Wow. I didn't expect to love this game as much as I do, but I was having a great time actually.